The line is officially drawn in the sand. 2 seconds before we went live, someone threw it. I don't even catch who. Just said, oh, no. It was Johnny was saying, people are saying there's going to be a Matrix 4 trailer during the Super Bowl that's airing right now. Oh, sorry, big game.
That's like right swearing in the first 2 minutes.
And I just want to know if I'm just laying it down. If that happens, I'm out. So
no, it just happened.
I'm here on borrowed time.
I saw it.
I saw
it. I saw it.
Yeah, like,
you were too busy talking about your dumb emails that you missed it when I was talking to you.
Dude, Neo's not even in this one.
Don't play.
It's all Trinity.
Do not play.
It's called Matrix 4 Trinity.
As I said a second ago, I'm not playing tonight.
It's getting around.
I'm not playing around.
Wait, are you playing around?
No.
Is this a joke?
I promise I'm not playing around.
But how are you going to know if it comes out? You're going to be locked in and paying attention to the show.
You tell me the moment if somebody drops that link.
He's not watching. How will he know? He's watching his show.
He's got the chat open and he can view links and peruse them. Johnny, and if he sees a link to that, Johnny, I'm going to know if it. I'm going to look at the time. What is it? Okay. If I find out it came out this hour and you didn't say anything about it.
What if it spoils the movie?
What time is it?
What?
What if it spoils the movie?
2 seconds into the show.
You cannot spoil the Matrix. You have to see it for yourself. Okay? So
You're
that's how that
watching trailers
works.
still?
What?
You're watching trailers still? I'm still avoiding all the Ava 3.0 plus 1.0 trailers.
No, I'm watching them all.
Oh, get out of here with your trailers. That's so 2010.
The Ava movie, we're not going to get here for like 3 more years. I'm out of the avoiding game. I'm just going in on that. But Matrix, I would love to avoid it. But I physically couldn't.
You know,
I couldn't.
I do know for a fact that Rocco is into spoiler mode on Ava because he has no one to talk to about it because Garrett won't hear any of it. So Rocco's telling me.
I told you. Yeah, the other day I was like, I think I heard some leaked stuff. About
and he's like, he's got to tell someone.
And I literally, because Sean has context for all of it now. I was like, Sean, I can't tell anyone else this, but I think da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, yeah. And I'm like, I realize I'm telling you this.
But in my head, I thought, dude, baseball is months away. Get ready. I'm telling you so much this year. I'm going to be talking like crazy about baseball.
We have that kind of connection. Sean will come in, Tony Gwynn is back, or whatever.
Dude,
he'll be like, hey, I know you don't care, but this pitcher they have, he's never not thrown the ball.
Zombie
or whatever.
Tony Gwynn.
He's always throwing it. He's always throwing the ball.
Like if he picks it up, he's throwing it.
If he's got a ball, he's gonna throw it.
But Sean tells me that stuff. Hey, guess what? He's got to take some shrapnel every now and then.
It takes some.
I don't know what to tell you. No one else here would hear it. It's going somewhere.
It's going here.
Anyway, I just want to lay the ground rules tonight. Matrix 4. Okay. So. Maybe what do you guys want to talk about?
I want to talk about Matrix 4. What could they even do at this point? Haven't they said it? It had 3 movies.
Okay, yeah. Well, I can tell you exactly what it could be. What they said at the end of Revolutions was, actually, let me take that back.
Okay.
End of Reloaded.
Okay.
They said that in order to reboot the Matrix, they needed to disseminate the code that the anomaly would carry to repeat the process.
Dude didn't realize I was joking.
Oh, he knew. He doesn't care.
Theme song.
I just want to say how disappointed I am. Not because I understand they were joking about that whole thing a minute ago, but the chat is sending 1,000 links to Johnny right now saying it's the Matrix 4 trailer. And about half of them are Tub Girl. And I want to say I'm very upset.
Yeah, that's not right.
I thought we had a much nicer audience than that.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Johnny.
Was Tub Girl a video or a photo? I can't remember.
It was an awesome photo.
It was a photo?
I had a GIF.
They're sending links to Tub Girl.
At this point, it could be GIF.
He doesn't know it's not a video.
It's a photo that's like 30 years old now.
Johnny, if it ends in JPG, it's not the trailer.
Matrix 4 trailer.jpg. Oh, man, it's another Tub Girl. Damn it, again.
Johnny, lemonparty.jpg is not the Matrix
Johnny,
4.
this one is Trinity doing bullet time. Click this link.
Yeah. Trinity and Neo have breakfast. It's a blue waffle, Johnny. Open her up.
Now, see, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Oh, you do.
I've had people tell me, "Oh, don't ever Google that." I don't know what it is. I really
then don't
So
Google
you actually heeded their advice. Then.
What is the thing we should never Google?
I said
Blue
it
waffle.
earlier. Blue waffle.
Now I don't know if we're even
You can't even
violating
say
something
it?
by bringing it up. I don't
even know what that is either.
I
know-
literally don't know what it is. Just like, hey, I'll take it even further back. Remember when remember Salute Your Shorts?
Yeah.
There was the episode where they were going to do awful waffle to somebody,
I
was
don't.
that?
and they wouldn't say what it was. That was the thing. Is like, oh, they're going to do an awful waffle to this kid, and it's like, what is it? And then they would whisper it into someone's ear. And they go, oh no, and they never said what it was. So I'm wondering if they're connected.
I think it is the by name. I guess they are connected.
But I legitimately don't know what
I do know what it is. I don't even want to go.
It's like the awful waffle meets blue velvet.
Oh,
you
I
know
don't want
what
to
it
go
is?
into it.
Derek?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of this. Blue waffle.
I don't know what it is either. Maybe,
Doesn't it sound honestly? It sounds like something you get at IHOP. Something you
that's
eat.
what I thought too.
You know?
Ugh, lots of syrup.
I really don't know.
What is it? Can we say?
I don't
Garrett,
wanna
can
say.
you
Hold on.
Garrett,
All right.
tiptoe
Wait. Okay.
into it. Tiptoe
Then,
into it.
Garrett, I will make you say. I'll make you reveal it in a game. So
Okay.
is the blue waffle something you eat?
It could be
Oh, no.
if it weren't diseased.
Oh no.
What? What?
Is the blue waffle
Go ahead.
Private part?
based in meat? Oh wait, yeah. No, I already had a question. Sean gets to go.
Is it a private part?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay, Rocco, do you have a question?
There's no blueberry involved, is there?
Mm-mm.
So it's just a bad infection. Well, that's
It's a bad infection on a private part.
Oh. That doesn't sound like fun.
no.
I think I figured it out.
I think I might know enough.
Man, why they call it blue waffle then, Garrett?
Wait, what do
I
you do
don't
with
know.
it?
I didn't.
What do you do with it?
Garrett, why'd you name it that?
Email it to your friends. Open this.
Oh, it's
like
a
one of-
picture.
Yeah.
Duh, that's how this all started.
Yeah.
I thought. Now I get it.
Yeah, there you go.
I was, for whatever reason, my brain went to like Cleveland Steamer or Dutch
Oh, this is like an
oven.
act.
Like it turned into like a
I hear
weird
ya.
act.
No, I hear you.
No, but Blue Waffle is a famous photo, like Lemon
Yeah.
Party
Like,
or Tub
yeah,
Girl.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
We're getting
Okay.
there.
I'll be
probably still-
googling that later.
Yeah. I think
Check all my sites.
Might still have to. I don't know.
I think
I think
feel like
Rocco
it's
should
newsworthy.
Google it now and let's get his reaction live. Go ahead,
Sean-
Rocco.
No,
Yeah, do it. Do it. Nobody's gonna
Kevin,
see
do you
the
know what it is?
picture. You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, you just get to
You
see
don't.
it.
You never seen it, Kevin? Okay.
Oh,
You know what?
oh no.
This is
You
better
know
than
what? Let's
Matrix
get
reaction.
The FBI.
Give me another shot.
The FBI's gonna look at his history and see this.
You're like Raymond, dude. You're living on the edge.
I think you might have to put on an adult content filter
Okay,
on Google.
guys, we're not going to
No,
show.
we've said no bad words.
The reflection in his glasses, I can see he's on a browser.
Okay. There's no reflection on camera.
Hey, let me
luckily.
tell you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think enough people have joked about it with pictures of blue waffles that really the search results are all that.
Pretty tame,
Like,
huh?
That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
because your filter is on.
No. Oh, no. I assure you it's off.
Okay.
But is one
my
of those
But
in
it's
the mix?
all like jokey posts. No, there's posts about what it is. Like, hey, here's how it happens, and what bad things will happen. Whatever. But no, I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling. And I'm
what
done.
bad thing? What is it like Bloody Mary? What bad things will happen if you
Yeah,
look
it's
at
like here's how you get that infected and
Wait.
how to not have it.
Bloody
happen.
Mary is an alcoholic drink. Can I go to a bar and order a blue waffle? Is that like related to the
it?
Bloody Mary?
There's some dive bars.
Because it
that-
should be.
Yeah.
why? What are they saying in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm having a lot more fun
Waffle
now.
disease.
Oh no.
Okay,
You've
so
heard of the Black Death.
I
now is
confirmed
the blue
adult
waffle
content
disease.
is on. Safe search is off. So
Okay.
blue
Okay.
waffle disease.
Here we go, baby.
All right.
Here we
Photos?
go,
Bro,
baby.
I'm telling you,
It's just
it's
pancakes.
all like jokes about it.
It's like Egos.
Because
and
it's
stuff.
so bad, the internet has censored itself.
Oh.
We're
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. See, that's the face of a man who just saw a blue
I took
waffle.
some scrolling, but
I still haven't seen it, and I don't know what it is.
No.
So I'm laughing.
I'll
but
sit
you're
there.
crying.
I'm good.
I don't
I'm
know what it
good.
is.
No, I'm good.
did they show the
feel
Matrix
bad.
trailer yet?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Like,
ignorance is bliss. I'm over here. I'm still thinking of like Eggo waffles.
Yeah, I'm so hungry
and
over here.
shit.
Hey, seriously, 20 pages that I scrolled through were that?
Yeah, that's
So
what's in my brain.
I'm 25% like right now, and 75% I want waffles.
Yeah.
I haven't
no.
had Eggo. Where are they? Anyway,
Well,
Let's go to IHOP
when
afterwards.
was the last time you had Eggo? Have you had Eggos recently?
I had Eggos for the first time today in the last.
I had Eggos today, too.
Yeah.
Said it too quick. I haven't had them in like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
And for the first time since then,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've had them today.
But
Oh, no
today,
kidding.
that's weird.
I've never had an Eggo waffle in my life.
Really?
whoa.
No kidding. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah.
as a kid, I loved them. Whatever. They're frozen waffles. But the only time I've ever had them in the last, decade and a half is probably like maybe like my family was off on a trip or something, and maybe I came over their house and fed the dog or something like that, and they like, oh, I'm hungry. What do they have?
I don't even
Eggo
know
waffles
how
in here?
you make a Eggo waffle.
Toaster.
They're
Don't
just
let the
toasted.
toaster walk away.
I'd put it in the microwave.
Oh, it's soggy. That'd be soggy. You don't want that.
know.
Soggy
I don't know
bottoms.
how to make an Eggo, or
I
it's
get-
like a waffle iron.
The
or something.
Costco size thing of Eggos, every time I go and they're gone, and my kids like go through
No
those
kidding.
like crazy.
When I was a
dude.
kid, it was an
Eggos.
excuse to eat half a tub of Cool Whip. It was like, I loved Eggos because I
Yeah.
put a lot of Cool Whip on
What?
it.
I feel like I missed out. My parents never bought Eggos. I would see the commercial and I like wouldn't know how they were made or cooked.
Yeah.
I didn't even understand like how it was a waffle because I thought you pour a waffle into a waffle iron and cook it. So I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is an
They just do
Eggo?
that in the factory. And then
Yeah.
they ship them.
I mean, I
freeze
figured
But they
it
were
out
great.
now.
They were great as a kid because they were the one kind of waffle you could make, or at
Yeah.
least I could. I could figure out a toaster.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it was great. I'd make like 12 of them before school, and my mom would be like, "Oh my, Rocco, come on, have like one. Like, what are you doing?" So yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. Kevin, how do they hold up? Do they?
They were really good. I made chicken and waffles this morning.
Ooh.
Like I had some frozen chicken and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna put these together.
Wow, sounds good.
Yeah.
You're a regular Roscoe.
I was a big kid. I was a big boy. I like to eat. Sometimes I think
Me
back
too.
to moments where I ate way too much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever have these things where you didn't realize at the time because you were a kid that you were eating so much, and then you just
Yeah.
think back now as an adult and you're like, how did I get away with that? Like you went to a birthday party and ate like 10 slices of pizza
Oh, yeah.
at once while the other kids were playing.
Yeah,
yeah.
But I also think that like right now Beckett can do that because I think when you're like 13 about to be 14, you just eat a lot. Your body's growing so fast, you're eating a lot of food.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's not just the fact that you were bigger. It was just like that you were growing.
Oh, maybe. My parents would always yell at me afterwards. Like,
Oh, my God.
"Why?" They picked me up for the birthday party. Like, how many slices of pizza did you eat? And I'm like, this is me in the car. Like, I don't want to say. And they're like,
no.
what'd you have, 4? And I'm like, no, I had 10.
My grandparents had went to a country club for golf and stuff.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
always had we'd go to these buffets there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I would
yeah.
eat until I physically couldn't eat.
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
I would eat until
what you
food
do at a
I
buffet.
couldn't swallow
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God, Kevin.
I was just a kid and I was just really fat and I just ate till
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate until I puked once as a
Whoa.
kid. That happened.
Wow.
That's never happened to you?
No.
No.
I love buffets as a kid, too.
True fat kid moment. I went on vacation to New York to visit my family, and my uncle took me to New York City for the day and took me to the museum and the top of the Empire State Building. And everywhere I went, no limits because I was with my uncle. You want a hot dog? You want ice cream? You want this? You want that? Pizza, New York pizza, hoagies. And I remember I went home. I had a stomach ache because I was eating so much. And then I went back and I was eating ice cream. And the thing that tipped me over, I was like, could I have a bottle of water?
Oh.
Then after all that, I drank the bottle of water, and then it's just like, boom! Everything from that day, I was like a powder keg. And
New York
exploded out of
City
me.
in one bowl.
You're
Yeah.
you're like that Monty Python bit where
Mr. Creosote.
What was it? The Meaning of Life?
Yeah.
You ever
It's
see that
like a
scene?
wafer thin.
Would you like a mint? It's wafer thin.
Yeah.
And it's like he eats all that in one thing.
That actually, you can eat until you barf. I found out. My mom was so pissed off.
You held it in until you got home, right?
Yeah, it was a whole day of anything I wanted.
Oh man.
And my uncle John, he was like a big guy from the East Coast, So I was like maybe 8 years old. I was like kind of trying to keep track with him. He was like, I want a pizza. You want a pizza? I was like, hell yeah, I want a pizza. You want hot dogs? Yeah, I do. Like,
No, hell yeah.
give me everything. No, it wasn't hell yeah, but you know how it is
yeah.
when you visit.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever did that. I ate a lot and then got sick later. I don't know if I I did eat a lot. We would go on our family trip every year. We'd at least go once or twice to Vegas, which is all buffets. So I would just eat like crazy there. My parents never got mad that I ate at a lot at like a birthday party or anything. That never happened. For me, it was just snacks at home. It was like, oh, they got Doritos. Well, there's not that much in a bag of Doritos. Okay. And I would just woof the whole,
Yeah.
we'd be watching something and I eat the whole bag and they were like, yo, that was like supposed to last all week. You really ate the whole thing. It's just stuff like that. They were on me a lot just to make sure I wasn't doing stuff like that. But I had my moments.
Yeah, I'm sitting here talking about it, but we do the Christmas cast every year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We eat
Yeah.
until we puke.
True.
It is
I don't
something.
think
I
I've thrown
remember
up there though. What?
I remember going, just thinking about going out with your uncle you don't know that well or whatever. You don't want to let him down. I remember I went fishing in Florida with my mom's cousin who I met once. He took me on his boat to go fishing. And the second we got on the boat, I kept taking water and making sure the bait was okay. Like the shrimp bait, wasn't dying.
Yeah.
And I kept whatever. And he stabbed one. I started crying. He's like, this is a fucking mistake. Why did I take this kid to go fishing? It was the worst experience. But I didn't want to embarrass myself, but I couldn't help it. Dude, fuck all that. I do remember not want to let people down that I don't know, but it is family. That's a dodgy situation.
you were trying to save
I was
the
waiting
bait?
to hear how many of the shrimp you ate.
I set the shrimp. Honestly, he's like, you know what, Sean? And he took all the shrimp and put them in the water. We can just go home. So we went home and didn't go fishing because I didn't have what it took.
See, my family fishing experience, I went fishing with my grandpa and he couldn't catch anything. And then I kept catching fish.
Ooh.
And he was just getting madder. That's what I remember happening. It was like, look, my first fishing pole. Whoa, already got some. What's happening? He was just like, yeah, okay, cool, great. That's all I remember. I just remember everyone else who was there was like, I think he's pissed he's not catching anything. But anyway, I had fun though.
Maybe that was a bit though, when you're a kid and he's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You? But really, he's proud of you?
Yeah, I don't know if he was legitimately pissed, but I know he made comments about it. And that was, but I had fun. I think that was the only time.
I don't know, Sean. He was pretty threatening.
Threw his pole in the
You
water.
catch one more fucking fish, you're gonna sleep with him. Maybe. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Johnny, Matrix 4? No, it's a negative.
Nothing yet.
Well, I heard Daft Punk's playing with The Weeknd, so let me know when that happens.
Yeah, I heard they're definitely playing.
Kevin
tonight.
assured
David
me
Bowie,
Daft
too.
Punk's going to show up because they're already wearing masks, is what he said.
I love today. This is my yearly chance to rebel against authority and do the thing nobody is ballsy enough to do on television. So here we go. Welcome to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is the actual Super Bowl.
Yeah, and this
You're
isn't a
watching
parody.
it. I'm Tom Brady.
No.
This is the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
It's not the big game. It's not the Superb Owl. This is the Super Bowl.
And make sure. I just want to make sure that's coming in clear. You are watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Official.
in case it wasn't clear, this is the NFL Super
Oh,
Bowl.
you just fucked us.
National Football League.
Yep.
Roger Goodell.
I'm impressed you know these names.
I could not think of it.
You're doing great.
That's great, Derek.
John Madden.
Okay, well, that's a little dated, but sure. Okay.
Yeah. Who's another guy?
Marion Butts.
Dean Spanos.
Flutie Flakes edition. Yeah.
This is it.
Thank you, Derek, because I had forgotten to do that. I want to make sure we got that in.
It's a yearly tradition.
Yeah.
Speaking of yearly tradition, something I go through every single year. I don't know what it is. A lot of times on the weekend, and I don't mean the Grammy Award winning artist the weekend who's playing
With Daft Punk.
during this show, the Super Bowl.
Stay tuned.
We're gonna show his performance in a minute, the full thing.
Or at our halftime.
But anyway, a lot of times my parents will ask me and my brother to come have dinner with them, or just see them on a weekend or a Sunday or whatever. Every year, the same conversation. Hey, so we're thinking you guys come over on Sunday for dinner. Oh, I'm doing the podcast. You're doing the podcast? Yeah. I mean, Super Bowl Sunday. You're still doing the podcast? Yeah. Okay. So you guys just don't care? No. Every single year without fail. I've never skipped the podcast for the Super Bowl.
I mean, the podcast
okay.
we've been doing since 2006. Is that right?
How long has the Super Bowl been going?
A little bit longer, but not much. So it's pretty consistent that we've been doing this on Super Bowl Sunday.
They always ask if we care, and I'm like, no. And then they always boil it down to
Commercials.
So Sean's just not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess not.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. And so that happened again this weekend.
Yeah.
And then I said I would see them earlier today, just visit them for a minute. And then they said, "Oh, we got we're picking up dinner. We're getting dinner, but it's going to be later though, because you're not doing a podcast anyway. So we just figured we'll just have dinner. I said I was doing I am doing a podcast. You're still doing it? Yeah. I mean, because Sean's wife has posted on Facebook. They're really enjoying the game. What does that have to do with anything? So they thought that I canceled it
because I was
gonna
enjoying
come
the
over.
game.
Because I guess Jenny said she was excited.
Yeah,
about
I mean, like
you can infer from that none of us will show up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess.
I'm here.
Did you have to leave?
Yeah.
Were you watching the game?
Yeah. I've leave during the second quarter every single year. Every year.
Have you ever stayed back and watched?
No. But I will say that since this started, my interest in it has like nosedived.
Waned, yeah.
Like the Chargers left town, and it really almost like did me a favor. It cured me of like caring about football. Really,
It really is.
you could focus on
crazy
baseball.
Yeah, I mean, like-
how much less I feel that energy around with them gone. I don't know nearly as many people who were, like it used to be. Even the Super Bowl, obviously, 99% of the time, Chargers are not going to be in it.
right?
True.
But people I know would still do things for football and have a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
part.
Well, football
And-
was just happening in San Diego. It was on the news.
Yeah, it was just in
Traffic
the
to
air.
the
It was,
stadium
yeah,
every
you could see
Sunday.
feel excitement.
Yeah,
And now, like, you go to the grocery store and like you see people in like every jersey. There's no team
Yeah.
anymore. It's just gone.
Yeah.
But like, I'll watch it just because I'm interested in the storylines, kind
Yeah.
of. But like, I don't really care at all, like I used to. So I'm free. I'm free of that.
But it was particularly
He's a
funny.
bird.
Them doing it today, it was like they're really just. I wasn't even aware of football happening this year,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh yeah, the Super Bowl's going on. It's like they're still doing the Super Bowl. I was like mystified by that. Like they're still
Yeah,
doing
dude.
it.
You know how much money they make? They don't
And
give a
everyone
shit.
told me, oh, but they're doing 25% capacity though, so it's like, oh okay.
Only
so that-
100,000 people.
No, really, it's like 25,000
Yeah.
people. It's
Holy
like, oh
shit.
yeah, they're
It's in
really,
Florida, dude.
really doing it.
They don't care in Florida. They don't
Oh,
care.
that's right.
but-
it is in Florida.
But the little bit that I saw, it was cracking me up because between any break they could find, they were going, once again, want to give a shout out to our healthcare heroes out there, just out there on the front lines
Yeah.
right there. We
We're
got
gonna
these
need
guys
them.
over here in Mass and they're doing their thing. Okay. And
Shouts
then
out to these guys.
another play would happen. And I just want to give another shout out to the healthcare heroes. It's like they brought that up every chance they could so you couldn't be mad at them.
Well, but
Like,
here's
it
the
was just
thing.
a
I
crowded
kept thinking, like,
stadium.
you're doing this, and every commercial was for them too. And I
Yeah.
get it, and I also am appreciative of everything. But it's like,
Yeah.
I'm witnessing a super spreader event that you are hosting right now.
it felt like they were using that.
Hey,
They
to line
are.
this together.
Deflect. Like,
Yeah.
oh no. Look, hey, shout out to we got a skybox with like 8 healthcare guys in there. Anyway,
Kind of a slap in the face to healthcare workers who are going to have to treat all these Super Bowl attendees.
yeah.
Yeah.
25,000 patients in
But they're gonna
2
make
weeks.
so
Yeah.
much advertising money, though.
Well,
and
I mean,
it's because
well-
it's because we're in this together, guys.
Johnny and I watched a sporting event bigger than the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
WWE. Rocco's eyes just rolled over.
No, I want to know about it.
That's my favorite one.
Don't
Of
tell me.
all the
I mean, it's-
wrestling pay-per-views, Royal Rumble by far my favorite.
Yeah,
that was a
Royal
good
Rumble
one.
was
Love
pretty
it.
fun.
it's no Matrix, but I do want to know about it.
Well, it kind of was the Matrix because
Oh,
this year
now I
they
do.
didn't have an audience. Well, it appears that they had thousands of flat screen TVs doing simultaneous Zoom.
They did
calls.
that for the NBA as well.
Oh, weird.
But then on closer inspection, they just had a wall. It was a projector, and they were just
Yeah.
like looping videos of people pretending to watch. Because during the matches, I would watch the videos, and it'd just be people like. And then it would like cut, and it would just be on loop.
Whoa.
And then at one point, the wrestlers like went out into the audience and started like climbing on these screens so you can get a good look at them.
Well, now that kind of sounds cool.
Pull
Yeah.
out of the audience, body slamming it in the ring.
They really were like throwing
Yeah.
people, like, using the audience, weaponizing them. It kind of felt like an episode of Black Mirror in
Yeah.
a way. So maybe the NFL should do that.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like they found a creative thing to do. Even the NBA solved it.
Yeah.
Like they had like their own enclosed thing.
Yeah, they did a bubble.
And I don't think they had one
No, they
issue
didn't. They did
ever.
not. No.
You know, and it's just that, you know, the NFL, everyone just, well, yeah, it's the NFL. I mean, they're not going to not do the Super Bowl. Well, you got to do the Super Bowl.
The way that they
got to
handled
do it.
When in baseball, when a player tested positive, they shut down the game.
Yeah.
And both teams had a quarantine. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. With the NFL, it's like, oh, this superstar got it. Well, he just can't play, but everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's how they would just do it. It's like if you were tested positive, you can't play, and everyone else is fine to go.
Yeah.
And like they just didn't care.
And there's been tons of cases.
Tons of cases.
Tons and tons.
They're
And there's
like,
only a few in the
"We got-
baseball even.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a good amount.
But they would do that. They would quarantine the whole team and shut
Yeah.
that game down. I
And they'd have
remember
to like
that.
stay in the hotel room and they couldn't leave, and it was the
Yeah.
whole thing. But you know,
So,
the
yeah.
NFL never. They don't care about people.
The
at
players
all.
are getting concussed.
It's the worst league.
They're going to die of brain damage anyways. Let them get coronavirus.
Really
Is the NFL policy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It seems like the NFL's pretty cool.
yeah.
Starting to think they rock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, the
but,
Seattle
you know,
team
more power
changed its
to
name
'em.
finally.
At least they still managed to have the
Or
big
did
game.
they?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah, thank
that, whatever
God.
that is, because it ain't the Super Bowl, because that's this.
Yeah, that's this
That's
show.
this show.
I think they did a name swap. So that's the big game, and you're watching the NFL Super Bowl Sunday. This is the official show.
I went to Starbucks before I came here. I mentioned this because I had an experience at Starbucks.
Uh-oh.
Those are always the best.
It
Last
wasn't a
time we got
bad
a
one.
math rock
You
situation.
get that? You get a Tommy Motts or
Yeah.
what'd you order?
Heidely ho there.
Today's story, ladies and gentlemen. I pull into the drive-thru at Starbucks. Just want to get a hot coffee before the show. Voice comes through the intercom.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A. How can I help you?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Another Joker.
Oh,
We got another
no.
Joker.
You know, it was a girl. She was being funny, so I was
Okay.
like, I had to do this awkward thing where I pretend like that was funny, just so
Oh.
I can, move on with my order.
Oh, man.
Ha ha ha! Good one.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you're like hostage at that point.
Yeah, it's
I would have started. Dude, go with it. Order a chicken sandwich. Do what she says.
Double down on it. Yeah.
thought about that. I thought about it, but I just wanted a coffee. I didn't want to do a whole show.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, good one. Anyways, can I just get a hot coffee and some cream? And she uses the most sexiest voice ever.
Oh,
what?
And she
What?
goes,
Whoa, what?
my pleasure.
Oh, no,
Whoa.
okay. I kind of like where this went.
My.
Okay.
Now
Never
I'm
mind.
pulling up to the
on
window,
board now.
fucking red cheek boner boy.
Yeah, what do you...
And I can't even make eye contact with this girl.
Damn.
I'm like holding my card out to the side. Like, and she's like laughing at me with all her friends inside there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I got my coffee and then she did the thing where she like cut it off. She's like, have a good night. Like got me out of there quickly.
They're making
man.
bets inside.
And then I
probably.
came here and I walked in here and I told you guys like I got a good story about Starbucks.
That is good.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a bad story or good story, but it kept me on my toes.
just don't-
I'll definitely be going back to that
I
Starbucks.
just don't know why the Starbucks
Your voice
people
is
keep
just so
doing stuff
sexy.
like that.
It's got to be boring working a drive-through.
Yeah, but
That's the
I
one
don't
job
know.
I never had.
When it's stuff with food, let's keep it.
You know,
keep it,
no,
like,
I was
in
on.
order.
No, when I worked
we live in the college area.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
the Starbucks with all the college.
When I worked-
That's true.
to go in Chili's, I would have to have a whole spiel. I'd have to say like, "Thank you for calling Chili's, so and so. My name is Sean, home of the Presidente Margarita. How may I help?" Is a whole thing, and I would try to get it as fast as possible to say it as fast because I was bored and I hated my job. So like, I don't blame people for fucking around. I get you're not supposed to,
Yeah,
but the Chick-fil-A thing's a little far. That's a little far. I didn't call.
I would have been confused.
This is the same Starbucks where they said "Welcome to Burger King, home of the Whopper,"
So that's their
and it was a
business.
It's a
different
bit.
person.
Okay,
So it's a store
From
bit.
now on, just order a Burger King or Chick-fil-A menu item and see what they do next.
All right, give me a coffee and a chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Now what?
Checkmate.
I would have been like, well, today's Sunday, so I would have been like, you're open today? Does the owner know? I would have thrown it all.
They're there
down.
right now. We should go film a prank on a prank.
Prank the pranksters.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So that's
That's a good experience.
Hey, I watched a movie this week. It came out on HBO Max because, well, it's in theaters too. You could see it there if you wanted to.
All right, let's go.
The Little Things with Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and
Jared Leto?
yeah, Jared Leto.
Don't do the voice.
Careful.
All I'm going to say about this movie is Jared Leto is a better Joker in this movie than he was in Suicide Squad.
Wow.
I don't know if honestly, if I really dug this movie. It reminded me of movies like Seven and Silence of the Lambs. And I read a good review that said if you hadn't seen those movies, you might think this movie was beautiful.
I think I heard that.
And I agree.
Yeah.
It really kind of like hits all the tropes of that genre. If you're familiar with it, you'll be like, okay, I've kind of seen this before. That's kind of how I felt. If not, you might like it. But Jared Leto, he walks around like a GTA NPC the whole movie. And he just fucks with these cops. Like, you into crimes? I'm into crimes too. And the whole time I'm like, this guy's about to fucking laugh at these guys.
Yep.
I'm fucking waiting for it.
He's going to put some makeup on.
Yeah. So the little things with the Jared Leto and Denzel Washington.
All right.
It's only available until February 28th, which I think is, they're doing this thing now with these new releases, like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Like, you better watch it. It might suck, but now's your only chance to watch it.
Yeah.
So you got to make
they
your
give
own
it like
opinion.
a 30-day thing. I just heard today that it's funny because they did that Mulan thing with Disney
Yeah.
where it was like, oh, if you have Disney Plus, just pay $30 and then you could have it. And then with the Pixar movie Soul, they just went,
Yeah, it's put out.
if you got Disney Plus, you can just have it. But then they said, but our next animated movie, Raya, the Last Dragon or whatever it's called,
yeah.
that you're gonna pay for. That is gonna be another $30 thing on. And then today they just went back on it. They went, all right.
Oh, because I saw a trailer today and they did say that.
it said a thing about it being premium.
Yeah.
I think a minute ago they just did away with that.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a premium thing, but you could just have it. So
it's not
maybe
premium.
the Mulan experiment didn't work. I don't know.
Well, it kind of makes it look bad for Soul. Like, why is that one free?
yeah. Soul wasn't worth.
We kind of farted that one
Yeah.
out. You can have that one.
Pixar.
Raya's gonna bang, dude. You got paid for that shit.
Their out could have been that they put Soul came out on Christmas, so maybe they could be
That
like,
was their present.
Oh, that was a Christmas gift. Happy
gift, yeah.
have a happy holiday. Okay, But
Raya and Soul just sound like new birth control methods.
yeah, they are. They're
on-
both apps to
Soul.
find religious soulmates.
Soul is a
Raya.
pretty dark and ironic name for birth control.
Take
Soul.
a new soul.
Soul. Jesus.
Do you have soul?
Soul suck.
There's one thing I should let you know before tonight. Yeah, I don't have a soul.
Are you using
Plan B
birth
then.
console?
Plan B then. Anyway,
Birth console. Thank you, Sean.
I'm here for you.
Oh,
You know, I say things quietly sometimes, just to myself.
I
He's
think
really
that
far
one-
away
I'm-
from us.
I think that one was on the line. I'll say it. I don't know.
I'm
don't know
with
where
you.
stand.
I said it and didn't feel confident.
Yeah, see, I'm with Sean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I stand with Sean.
Yeah. I have a real quick story about last weekend, and I wasn't
Yeah.
here. So apologize. I wasn't
Yeah, we
here.
missed you.
Oh, this is like Pulp Fiction. They saw our characters last week. Now we get your side of the
You
story.
get my side.
Yeah, that's cool.
I took Emma. This sounds crazy because of the pandemic we're living through. I took Emma to a volleyball tournament, which sounds not safe. And I
But
was
it was a
concerned.
quarter full, so there were
Doing
only
this.
18,000 people there.
It was the weirdest experience of my life because I took her to this thing and there was like a health person there. No parents were allowed in. We could zoom in from the car. So I sat in my car and watched this thing and like no high fives. The court had you wiped down for it was the weirdest event where like no one touched. It was so bizarre.
Now, I said the Zoom thing was great because you'd be able to know in the third quarter when it was time to leave your house and go back to the gym.
You did though. You did
But
give
you
him that
actually
hack.
stayed
I stayed in
the-
my car. I stayed in my car. You know,
In
I
the
was
parking
happy
lot.
to be there. It was fine. My battery died at one point, which is unfortunate, but found a charger. It was whatever.
It's not the worst thing that happened.
But I'm trying to zoom into this game and I can't do it. Like I keep zooming in or trying to log in and like I get it for a second, it kicks me out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I do it again and it kicks me out. And like 4 times, like, what is happening? I can't watch this fucking game. And then I realize that my screen name has never changed from when we filmed our Todd and Aaron video, and my name is TNA.
Oh, no.
It's TNA, and I'm trying to watch this 15-year-old girl volleyball game. It couldn't have been fucking worse. It was the worst. It was the worst. And I don't know any of these parents at all because I'm not allowed to be in contact with any of them. So I just drop off Emma and then she does her thing. And I never met these people. There's no explaining. Oh, hey, I do YouTube videos and I filmed a video once where I was a
You can't even show them the video.
I can't show them the video. I'm just fucked. It's just the worst situation.
This is their first impression of you.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
You're the TNA guy.
I panicked and changed my name and then logged back in, which was the worst
What'd you
move.
change your name to?
My name, which was the dumbest thing to do because I should have done a different name.
Now they know
So
it's
then
you.
people. So when you're on Zoom, the person who comes in gets bumped to the very top.
So everyone, and there's a notification because I noticed this later. I asked Jenny, who was watching from home, and she was like, "You're the TNA that kept getting kicked out. That was you."
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Sean. I'm like, I know. Oh my God.
They probably thought like,
Fucking nightmare.
who the fuck is this TNA guy? How did he find out about this game?
Oh my God. It couldn't have
dude.
looked worse.
There were other dads.
How'd he get
being
the
like,
link?
If I fucking find out who the fuck this motherfucker is, I'm gonna rip his fucking asshole out.
So
You got people looking for you, probably.
that was me last Sunday. Just fucking
I don't think
so
they know.
embarrassed in my car, like I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it.
Well,
I would.
I don't think they'll know.
I would like send out a group email.
No, you think so?
Let sleeping dogs
Just to,
lie.
like, because it's so typically Sean.
It is.
That is such an honest mistake that just happens to look insanely bad.
That is my life.
Todd
That is
and
my
Aaron.
whole life. Going back to the time I told my gardener who asked, how's work? I said, I don't know, whatever, it's all right. And then later realizing he's asked, how's it look about the bush he spent an hour trimming. Like, it's just me constantly insulting or being offensive and not meaning to be.
well,
I would be like, hey, just to clear the air, I use that Zoom for work, and there was a group call with two people called Todd and Aaron. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Sorry for the
and just
confusion.
leave it at that.
Sure.
As
That's what I
general
would've
as
done.
possible.
Sure.
Okay.
but I have a story about that because I already knew Sean had done this.
Okay.
Because when I visited my parents, as I mentioned earlier, see, we're tying back around. We're going non-linear here. Now we're jumping
Wow.
back.
This is different than
When
Pulp
I
Fiction.
visited my parents, my dad said something to me. He said, "Hey, man, I don't. Have you been on Facebook?" And I was like, "No. Why? What's up?" And he's like, "I feel this is it's so embarrassing, but I guess Jenny posted something about this volleyball game.
Yeah.
But her search, the tabs are open on her browser, and oh my gosh, does she know that this is on there? And it was a Zoom, and it said TNA. It just said TNA at the top of the page.
There's a picture of it. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they were like,
So they saw that?
It says TNA at the top of the page. What is that? And I was like, I knew immediately. I was like, oh, this is Zoom, and that's what it says that at the top of the thing. But I think she took a picture or something and
Probably. She probably took a screen cap of it, but when I was still in there as TNA.
But yeah, they were like, why does it say that?
Oh
They
my
asked me
God.
about it.
Total
Oh my
nonstop
God.
action volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And Sean, the good part is that I knew what was happening. I explained it right away.
Well,
I was
you
like-
could-
I was like, they're on Zoom, and that we did a Zoom call for our Todd and Aaron video. They were like, oh yeah, okay. They knew all about that. But
I was so proud of myself when I thought of naming our call and having my name be TNA. I was
Yeah.
seriously like, I'm so fucking clever. Dumb. Anyways, that's my story.
That's a good story. That's poor Sean.
It's a classic Sean story.
yeah, man, that's
It's just who I am.
I would lose sleep over that. Anyway,
Do the family think it's funny though?
Huh?
The family all think it's funny.
Well, I told Emma and I apologized to her, and she's like, I don't know what TNA means. I was like, oh,
Really?
okay.
Oh,
Well, let me
so-
explain it to you.
That
Now
must
you have
be
another
generational.
awkward story.
She knows who I am. She just laughed at me.
I remember as a kid hearing that term, every now and then being like, what are they saying? Like what? And I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
And then there was like an SNL sketch in, I want to say it was like the 80s, like a really bad era of SNL or whatever, but you know, they reran them all the time on like Comedy Central. And they did some sketch where it was like the TNA Olympics. And they just kept saying, "Oh, they've got the best T's and the biggest A's." And I was like, "What? Oh." But it wasn't funny at all. So I just thought like that was my context for it was like, this is not funny. Like, that's what they're all right. As a kid, that's all.
I heard that song before I knew what TNA was. I know there's a bunch of dorks out there watching this being like, I don't know what TNA is.
Yeah, guess what? Strap in.
Before
Impact Wrestling, baby.
Before I knew what TNA was, I heard this song on Morpheus or Napster called Ass and Titties. You remember that song?
Oh,
Ass, titties.
Yeah.
Classic.
Ass and titties. Ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. And it just repeated that over and over. So then when people said what TNA was, which was the opposite, tits and ass.
You're like, well, I know what A&T is.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was like, you got it backwards.
Yeah.
I've heard the song. I guess it should be A&T. And I still don't know like which came first. I mean, I'm assuming TNA, but who started that, you know?
It seems like your uncle in the 70s would say shit like that to you.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
Working in his garage,
Pat you on the
smoking
back.
a reefer. You know.
Yeah.
And nowadays we got the WAP.
That's
So
Yeah,
first you
that's
had
today.
the TNA,
That I still can't figure out what
and
that
now
is.
you got the WAP. What's it gonna be next in 30 years? I'm afraid to ask.
I don't
Blue
know.
waffle.
I don't know or
Blue
understand.
waffle, the BW.
BW.
Anyways,
I still don't get that whole concept because why would it? It doesn't matter.
What?
I don't understand how that works.
What?
the W in WAP.
Waffles?
Yeah, I'm more of a pancake guy.
Yeah.
Waffles and pancakes.
Yeah, duh.
Full circle. Hey, technology. I'm going to use this as a segue. Technology sucks.
We've been having trouble.
That's why we're going to do the Olympic board games.
Yeah.
On February 13th. It's like the Olympic Games, similar to how today is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's going to be a celebration of, analog games. We're going to have events going all day.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are excited because we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
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 The ultimate tabletop
We showed the
game.
dice on, across social media. You saw the dice, and some people were maybe going, "Oh, what are they playing? Pop-O-Matic Trouble?" But the real ones knew D&D, baby. We're gonna play it.
Yeah,
People
D&D
want it.
is. Oh, go ahead.
Now, people wanted this and asked us for years, and we were all kind of like, no.
Oh.
For years. We were all kind of like, nah, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
But we've been convinced. Those that weren't interested. Derek, you play.
yeah. I play.
You-
I dabble. I roll.
You convinced the rest of us, and I think now, as it's officially announced,
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Very.
I was never against doing it. I just didn't. It was intimidating to me. I was just like, I don't. Yeah, sure, but I don't know what this is. Well, now we've had some experience, and I'm much more excited about this now.
Yeah.
We have a dungeon master.
Yeah.
Our good friend Mason. You may remember him as Trunks in the Cell Saga video.
Yeah.
He is a lifelong D&D player, expert dungeon master. He's going to be running our game for us. But Sean wasn't here when we created our characters.
Yeah.
So we need to create your character. I think we should do that tonight live on camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stick around for the after show, everybody. We're going to create Sean's D&D character. Maybe you can help influence it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you're in the
Oh my
chat,
God.
we might ask some questions
Yeah.
if we have some tough decisions to be made.
Yeah.
But I also want to talk about on February 13th, D&D is not like a competitive game. Olympics are a competitive thing. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
we need some sort of competition.
Sure.
Yes.
So I think we should announce, we don't really have a name for it, but I guess it would be the Olympic section of
Yeah.
the program. We are going to have a board game showdown, if you will, a double elimination tournament
Yeah.
of all the classic board games from our childhood. Guess who? Connect 4, Jenga.
Ooh.
Nothing's off limits.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing's off limits. We might have Mousetrap or Hungry
Yep.
Hungry Hippos in there. We might
Yep.
get Crossfire
Hey.
or Don't Wake Daddy.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say we better not wake Daddy that day.
You don't
Telling
know.
you that right now.
And we are going to put a huge cash prize on the line just to spice things up.
Yep.
I'm not going to say how much. tune in that day to find out what the prize is. But you're going to see a lot of competition, a lot of hearts broken.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a very intense game of Connect 4. Like if there's like a lot of money on the line, I'm gonna be fucking nervous playing this
We
game,
could
and I'm
break
excited.
Yeah.
It might not be
controls.
fun getting into trouble.
No.
It might be kind of
It's
risky.
Valentine's Day weekend as well. So, get your loved one. If you don't have one,
We'll be it.
we'll be your loved one.
Mm-hmm.
February 13th.
Dude.
Join us Saturday.
Yeah, starts at noon Pacific that day is when we're looking to start it. And I was going to say too, I've been checking the weather, and it might rain that day.
I think it is. Yeah.
I
perfect
can't think
day.
of a better day to be inside. Here in San Diego, hello, it never rains, but that happening, everyone being inside playing board games, I can't think of it. That's a chocolate peanut butter situation right there. Come on.
I'm also I also will say that we're gonna have a ton of new merch
Yeah.
that we will be showing. I don't know if tonight, maybe tomorrow.
You know what? We'll show when this is on YouTube. When this podcast is on YouTube. Well, hold on real quick. Let me show you all the cool merch we're bringing to the Mega64 Olympic Board Games. That's right, we've got the Olympic Board Games shirt. Everyone loves this graphic design. Meg, you're killing it. We're putting it on a shirt, and we're not stopping there. We've got the Olympic Board Games hoodie to keep you warm in these winter months. But it doesn't stop there. We've even got the Olympic Board Games logo beanie. God, that looks snazzy. That's good. That's the most fashionable toque I've ever seen. Plus an item we've never done before, the Olympic Board Games official certified notebook. That's right, write whatever you want in there. Notes from a D&D game or whatever, love letter to someone you hate. I don't know, doesn't matter. You can write whatever you want. You have the power. We're also going to have some incredible other designs like the Writer shirt. This was a PAX East exclusive. We had it at Boston last year, then the whole place got shut down. Now you have a chance to get yours at this event. We'll also have a brand new item, the Alert long sleeve. Look at that crisp graphic design, warning everyone to stay away from you or whatever. Maybe that's not what it means, but it looks hot. And we've got an outfit that's just gonna make you amazing. You will be the one. That's right, we've got the Anomaly hoodie and joggers. This makes a whole crisp outfit straight from the cybernetic realm. You will travel between worlds, the digital and the physical, and unite both in warm, comfortable fashion. We're proud of these items, and you can pick them up for yourself during Mega64 Olympic Board Games. They'll all go on sale for pre-order. That's right, pre-order, so anyone can get one. You'll be able to pick whatever you want that day when the stream begins, Saturday, February 13th. Tune in, hope to see you there. All right, take me off the screen. But yeah, it should be good. It's going to be exciting. Yeah, we're treating this once again like a lot of times at this time of year we'd be going to some of these earlier conventions, like PAX East and stuff like that coming out. Obviously, those are not happening. So we're treating this like, hey, this is our next big event that we're going to, and we're gonna have a lot of fun that day. It's gonna be laid back and fun, but it's gonna be deadly and exciting as well. So you get the best of all worlds.
Wow,
comfy and sweat.
We're running the gamut. You got D&D and Mr. Bucket. His balls pop out of his mouth.
Exactly.
buckets of fun. Buckets of fun.
What could be greater than golf with a gator? Will we have that game? What was that game?
That was Gator Golf.
Oh, that's all it was called?
Gator Golf.
Gator Golf. Okay.
Yeah.
Golf was awesome.
What was like the first game? I remember the first game I ever played was something called
Tic-tac-toe.
Cooties.
Cooties is still a game.
Cooties, yeah,
Yeah.
break the ice and
Yeah.
they're all the same
Oh yeah,
company.
Kerplunk. Remember Kerplunk?
Those are like kindergarten games.
Kerplunk
Yeah.
was fun.
Hi-Ho Cheerio.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think back. Like I remember the game Cooties, but it was just plastic bugs. I don't know what
Yeah.
you did with them.
Yeah, it was every kid's like first game about STDs.
What do you do with them
You
though? Do
learn
they
about cooties.
hang like barrel of monkeys? What do you do with
I never
Cooties?
knew either. I remember my grandma got me that game, and no one. It was
I
like,
was
cool.
the
Can we
only
play
one
this?
I
It was like-
never played. Cootie,
Yeah.
they
You didn't play?
They had Don't Spill the Beans. And
Yeah.
they had
That was
Don't Break
fun.
the Ice and stuff.
Yeah.
Love those games.
Yeah.
Never played Cootie.
But I don't think I've ever actually played Mousetrap. I've just built the thing and had it go.
Me
I
too.
never
Yeah.
played the game that went along with it.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that
They
part.
changed the mousetrap. When
They-
you buy it now, it's a different mousetrap.
Oh, no!
It's way lamer.
Oh,
Really?
Scratch that.
Mhm.
of course.
They
Okay.
redesigned the trap.
Okay, they're cut. they just got cut.
Yeah.
But Crossfire,
It's
if we
a
can get
humane mousetrap now. Boo hoo. I'm killing mice if I
yeah.
see them.
Yeah, you mice snowflakes out there.
Yeah, come across
Rodent
my kitchen.
snowflakes.
I got a cleaver for you.
Yeah.
What? You've never killed a mouse with a knife?
I would.
No, you.
Wait, have
wouldn't.
I?
Yeah. You know what?
No,
bring me
you
a
haven't.
mouse.
Have you?
Going after my cheese.
I've killed a lot of mice in my day. I had a pet snake.
Whoa, we're
Jeez.
uncovering
that.
So
Oh.
I've killed my fair share of
Oh.
mice.
Wait, you don't give
And it was
the
something I had to come to
mouse
terms
to the
with.
snake when it's alive?
Something they bite them, right?
Yeah, you don't want to feed your snake in its enclosure. You want to take the snake out of its enclosure to a separate feeding enclosure.
Oh.
Then you can put the live mouse in. But my snake was particularly dumb. And he would eat the mice backwards.
Oh,
And
no.
The
Oh,
legs.
your snake was an ass eater from
Yeah,
way
he
back?
went ass first.
no.
The legs would be sticking out of his
No.
mouth, and he'd be like for an hour.
And the
trying
mouse
to
is
get
still
this thing-
alive?
No,
Suffer-
no,
oh.
no. They're
Oh,
he
thank
was a
God.
ball python, so they were strangled to death. But he did this all the time. So then it got to be a problem. It got to be a health concern for Strife. And what I was instructed to do by other reptile aficionados that I knew was you just take the little mouse by the tail and then you thump him on the inside of the glass real quick. He's done. So
Oh my God.
There was a period of time where I was feeding my snake like once
And you would
twice a
thump,
month.
you thumped the mouse.
Thump that mouse and then line it up straight on so it wasn't backwards. Because Strife would curl around and fucking eye his prey, and then he'd hit him from the back, and it was awesome. But then he's lined up to go ass first, and I'm like, no, bro, get
Dude,
this kink out of your mind. We gotta. But I had to do some of
gotta
the
work together
legwork
on this.
to
Come on.
get
my
the.
cat has been staring at my dishwasher for like a month
Yeah.
straight. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, he just lays there and just looks at it like, I'm like, what? I don't know what this is. And so I kept opening up, looking around. I couldn't figure it out. I guess what happened was this mouse family crawled up underneath my house and made a home behind the dishwasher plate. So I opened it up and like, dude, the cat went to fucking town. And like, I think in one day got 6 mice that were living behind my fucking dishwasher. And I didn't know what to do with them. They're always alive. And he would just like drop them alive to me, and like they'd run around to catch the mouse. And I kept taking him to the same place and letting him go because I can't be, I'm not that person to kill them.
Yeah.
Where's the cleaver?
You know what the easiest thing to do is when the cat brings something in?
What?
You grab it if it's half dead and you wrap it up in a toilet paper or tissue or like paper towel.
Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc.
Okay.
Put it in the freezer.
They
They just go to sleep. They
That-
get cold. They
yeah.
go to bed. They got puncture wounds. They weren't going to make it out in the wild anyway.
man. Yeah.
And then
Humane, dude.
when you take the trash out, you just remember, oh yeah, I got some things to empty from the freezer, so the kids don't see
there are
that.
like foods in there and stuff.
Yeah, but they're
like,
in. That's why it's
the kids are going for a walk. They find a dead mouse. That's not going to play.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
not going over well.
Well, you got to not like me. You can't.
Well,
keep
I
them
just
in
let
there.
them go in the same spot. Like, well, maybe you're all joined up together somewhere else and go somewhere else. Don't be in my house, please. Good luck.
He's limping and then getting picked
luck.
off by an owl later that night.
That's not my problem. If
It's a
that
circle of
happened,
life.
that's not my problem.
Dang.
I gave you a shot.
Brutal.
I gave them a chance. They didn't have one earlier.
Didn't put it out of its misery. Left it to struggle.
Oh, come on.
See, that's what's
Die
sad.
brutally.
Is, yeah.
Don't say this.
Okay.
Don't say this.
I won't.
Anyways.
Sorry. When we talked about that event, that we're doing that event next weekend.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, I do want to take a moment to say, shop.mega64.com is the place to check out. Obviously, next weekend, like we mentioned, but I think we have right now, we put up a pre-order for 2 new, one classic and 1 new mask. We have our face masks up right now.
Oh yeah, they're up now.
So the classic 64 face mask is up for pre-order right now, and we have a brand new design. The cartridge face mask is up right now as well, and those have been going crazy. So I think you have the rest of this week to get your pre-order in if you missed out. So be sure to check that out and be safe out there. Get one for yourself. That's all. I want to make sure I didn't forget to bring that up.
Bring that
Thank you.
full circle. That thing's gonna move fast. So
this isn't a sponsored moment. This isn't an ad,
Yeah.
but it does involve a sponsor.
okay.
If you
One
give
of
me
ours?
if you give me a minute here,
to explain
I
yourself.
did want to I got something in the mail.
Okay.
And I wanted to share it with everybody.
Oh, I saw you bring this in earlier.
This was
I thought it was a new gateway.
I
PC.
didn't know what it was. Really, there was nothing on the box or anything, and I was just like, yeah, is this gateway or what's going on?
Wait, what is that?
2021. This is a New Year's gift.
What's that logo?
What could it be?
The
And
only
guess
Japanese
what?
company I know
What's
is
this?
the egg company.
Oh,
Sorry, it takes a while to
is-
open it.
oh my God!
What is this?
Look, isn't
Russian
this a
nesting-
thoughtful New Year's gift?
Nesting
Those,
tengas.
those. All I want to say is these poor cows. Look at that.
What?
Oh wow!
Look at that.
Isn't
Isn't that
the-
great?
Quote unquote, quote, air quotes, New Year's gift. Excuse me. Can I get a shot?
There's-
New Year's gift.
Yeah, look at that.
Not
Bulls.
the thing I ordered came in.
Oh,
Look
Oh,
at this
right.
thing that showed
Right.
up.
yeah, it's a New Year's
For
gift.
for New Year's.
I
you
see.
know, the celebratory holiday, New Year's.
I see.
It is the year of the ox. So
Hey, I was born the year of the ox.
Oh.
I'm an ox. 1985.
There's
the year
bulls
of the
on
ox. I'm an ox.
I'm the year of the rat.
Are you gonna fuck one of my
well,
ox kin?
no,
That's very
well,
masculine.
No,
Wait, I don't even. Is this a Tenga thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So here, get a shot of that. I just wanted to. I think that is so cool. I want to just give a shout out to Tenga
Yeah.
that they gave all 3 of our different sizes.
I called
Come
dibs.
on.
I already
called dibs.
I already
called dibs.
So Sean and Derek, you decide
Which one?
which one is the
what's
best.
your?
Oh, they ran out of material
is
for
this
me.
a Chinese zodiac.
I think
right?
so.
What's your
I don't know.
Chinese zodiac sign?
I think I think
Year?
when I was a kid, I remember looking it up and it was a pig, and I was really upset.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's not compatible with the ox. I would not put anything in there
Oh,
if
Mm.
I were you.
well, you never win some, you lose some.
I mean, it's not compatible.
All
if
right.
you were a rooster, maybe you'd have a good time.
Pick your sizes, guys.
There's 2 left.
All right,
2 left.
you guys
I'll take
decide
the
amongst
little
your-
one.
Oh, okay.
Wha-
And I'll be the
You know,
happy
this is
medium.
live, right? Okay. Well,
Hey, dude. You don't understand the ego boost I get when I just destroy. There's nothing better.
so anyway,
When you
that's all. I
blast
just
right
I just
through
thought
the
that was a very
side.
thoughtful.
No, that's very. Thank you, Tenga.
You know,
Thank
Tenga,
you,
they've been wonderful to us. They've been great, and I just want to say
I love that they don't sponsor things, but they sponsor us. Like I just feel so proud about
Yeah.
that. There's
Yeah.
something
It's a
about it that makes me
milestone
so
for us.
happy.
it's truly a keystone moment.
It
in my-
really
in
is.
my life.
Hey, I
wanna
really
say thank
am
you.
the year of the ox. So if you get one of those, think of this face when you're using it.
That'll
Okay,
do
you
it.
can have them. Sean, these are all you, man.
Rocco said they're all shots.
Okay.
All right.
All of them.
Well, I don't want them. Derek ruined them, so Sean gets them. That's kinda just doing simple math.
Perfect.
Anyway, hey, I finally played. There was a game I was waiting to check out for a while. Came out on PS4, but this game Control, that I kept hearing about. It was a PS4 game. I don't know. Did it do well, or was it like a big...
Everyone I know liked it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was like a hit or not. I really don't know. I know there were some issues running it on some of those systems, but they were porting it to like the newer systems, PS5 and stuff like that. And I was like totally lined up to. I was like, oh yeah, I'll check that out. I'll buy that when it comes out. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, it's going to be free on PlayStation Plus. Oh, okay. So the PS5 version of this game is totally, if you have PlayStation Plus, is there. I don't even know how I would describe it. It's like you're a woman at some agency where like there's been a like dimensional incident, and you're navigating what's happened inside the headquarters. Like things have gone wrong. I don't know how to describe it more than.
Seems like
Did
Lost
anybody else here
and
play it?
Half-Life.
No.
Is it first
Half-Life
person
is
or
good.
third person?
Did you play it, Kevin?
No, not yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
I want to. I haven't downloaded it.
It's third person. It's totally third person.
Okay.
And you kind of gain more abilities as you play. But I'm still like, I don't know how far I am in it. I'm still kind of like not clear totally what's happening. But yeah, it's like all I know is like there's some kind of dimensional incident. Something went wrong and things are not behaving like they should. And so you're going through this headquarters and you get more abilities as you go. Like you find some weird kind of gun and you're using that. But then it's like, oh, you can kind of like almost like force push people. Okay, that's cool. Well, now you can like pick things up and, you know, you like, I call it the force, but you know, whatever. But but I still kind of am like not totally clued in on what's really happening in the story. So I don't know if I have like a great opinion on it.
Huh.
But for free on PlayStation Plus, if you have a PS5, it's like a no-brainer. Like it's a pretty big ass game for just free on there. So I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for stuff to play on PS5. But
Is the
free on
combat-
there, it's a gimme. What?
Is the combat fun? Is like the gameplay
Yeah, I thought so.
fun? Because
Yeah.
it's essentially like a shooter with then these other abilities, right?
Yeah. So, you have to think smarter about certain things
Oh, so it's like
rather
puzzly.
than just I'm running in and shooting everybody, blah, blah, blah. There's a little more to it than that.
Ooh, I like
just in
that.
terms of being careful with what you do, and you can't use too much of this energy, and you also can't get shot too many times or you will die. It's not,
Okay.
you're not just a bullet sponge, and it's a little more careful with that kind of stuff. So it doesn't just feel like, oh, some shooter, big deal. I just still don't know what I think of. The story is still convoluted, and I've gotten no ground on that, So
Right.
I don't know what I think, but again, for a free game on there, it's definitely worth checking out. So anyway, I finally got to check that out.
Cool.
They also they did a really good job, even though it was a PS4 game, whatever. They did a really good job, like graphically upgrading it for the new systems. But also with PS5, they did maximize their use of the controller. So there is like the different guns you use in it.
Oh.
You meet resistance. It's great.
That's cool.
I love all the little controller gimmicks, and like when you're firing the gun, it like you click the like that trigger clicks like a trigger. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's not like normally just pushing it. It clicks with it. Like there's resistance. It's really cool. So I was as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, I need to play that right now. But yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
I checked that out. Did you guys play anything?
I'm loving Red Dead. I know it's very late to this party, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
played it for when it first came out, and then I just didn't touch it again. But I'm so glad I went back to that game. Like I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
So again, this is not new news, but Red Dead rules, guys. It's a good game.
It does.
Yeah. Finally, check that out, everybody. If you
I know.
never
I
heard
just
about
feel
it.
like it's a game that's like perfect for like being stuck inside all the time.
Yeah.
Because you're just outside in nature doing shit. Like,
No, I
I'm
kept
just-
meaning
it's
to
perfect.
return to it. I just couldn't. I couldn't figure out if I wanted to just There isn't just like, oh yeah, new game plus. Here you go. It's you just jump. They leave you you're at the end of the game, but you could jump back to any chapter that you want. And I can't decide if I want to just keep doing that or if I want to just restart the game. And just do.
Yeah.
I just didn't do any side stuff. I stuck to the story mainly. So
Yeah.
I still am like not sure what to do. But
Why don't you just jump back to the like second to last mission? You're maxed out.
Yeah, and then do other side
And
missions.
then do all your side missions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I don't know. I think I thought there were certain things that were only in certain chapters.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? So that's what
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what I mean. I just can't decide what
I think I'm still in chapter 2.
Yeah.
I just
Like
got to chapter
45
3.
hours into that game.
yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like I haven't. I'm looking at the map, and it's like I haven't gone anywhere. Like I haven't. It's all like grayed out still.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
I'm like, I played for so long.
Rocco, I think the side missions would get boring.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
once, once you play like a couple of them, it's just more of the same.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly what I just couldn't decide is exactly what you just said. You've been in chapter 2 all that time. I remember, I think it was chapter 2 was like the really long one. But that was just, honestly, my thought was like, maybe I should just jump to specifically chapter 2 and just stay there for a long time.
Maybe
you know?
because I've just been
Yeah.
doing side missions.
That's honestly the thought. You're what you were saying was the inspiration for the thought that I was having on
I
that.
thought
But
some of the side missions really unique, and that one you just make a friend. That's
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's multiple ones where you just keep meeting up with this guy and like let's go fishing, and
Yeah.
it's
Oh
really
damn.
fun.
I like the
I gotta
animal
do this.
ones.
I'm not doing that. I should do that.
Yeah.
yeah, see, I didn't do any hunting or anything like
How
that.
do you
I did
find
a
the side
little
missions?
bit.
Because the yellow letter is like how you get to the missions. I don't know how you do the
It's
side
been a
missions.
while.
you have to
been a
unlock
while.
them in your base camp.
Oh,
You unlock hunting
oh.
missions, and then I think you can unlock bounty hunting missions too.
Yes, at the train stations, you do the bounty hunting.
I mean, the missions are great, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is awesome, but I just feel like after a while, I didn't want to travel just to these parts of the map and hunt down these missions.
Yeah.
Little question marks
Not
will
knowing
pop
what I
up,
was getting
and
into.
Right.
Like it'll just question mark.
Right.
Go check it out. And
Yeah,
that's,
okay.
That's usually a
Yeah.
side mission for something.
Okay. Cool.
I would like track down some circus guys.
I did that.
Lost animals.
Do you get the,
Oh,
the
really?
lion?
Yeah, lions.
I just
and tigers
just
and
did
bears.
that.
Yeah.
That was a fun
There's,
mission.
there's cool side missions, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but There's like paranormal elements.
What?
Yeah,
Science-
that's what I wanted to hunt
science
for.
fiction.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A bunch
Like,
of cool paranormal stuff.
You know, there's a character who kind of maybe could be like Marty McFly, you know?
Shut up.
Stuff like that. And the side missions are like, fuck, I gotta help this dude like get back to where he's. But then also, it's cool because sometimes they'll play it where it's like, this guy might be crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I don't know. Wouldn't I think he was crazy if
Yeah.
this was really happening?
Right.
So that's where I think the side missions excel.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to look for. That kind
And
of
that's
stuff.
why, like, I'm not going to say much more than that because there's a lot of different stuff you could experience, but it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, there was one thing in particular. Once I heard about it, I was like, I need to find that. It's just hard to play it because that game is such a lack of detail.
Yeah. It looks
You know,
ugly.
it's just like not
Especially on PS5. Doesn't
kinda
look
just,
good.
Not fleshed out.
Kind of just cut corners.
Are they? I mean, has Rockstar announced their next game? Besides,
No.
I mean,
Grand
They're
Theft
remaking
Auto
GTA
6.
5.
It's
I think it's
got to be
5,
that,
right?
right? It's got to be GTA 6.
It's got to be GTA.
Right?
That's of course the next game.
Because they've put 5 on 12 systems at
Yeah.
this point.
Bully 2.
skip that. Do Red Dead 3. Let's just do that.
I know. I really.
If
No.
you
For,
want Red Dead 3,
Ping
play the first
Pong
one. It takes
2.
place right after the second one.
oh yeah,
The-
that's
the
right.
first
Table
game is a
tennis.
prequel. Like the second game is a prequel to the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want the story continued from this, just play
Oh.
the first one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Well, that's exciting news.
I do remember. I will say I remember when the 360 came out. I think it was when that first came out. Was when they released that Rockstar Table Tennis.
yeah.
And you know, Rockstar, everything has its fanboys. And believe me, I'm not being hypocritical here. I've been a fanboy about stuff many times. But I remember that was when the Rockstar fanboys were really like, dude, have you played table tennis? And it was like, I have no interest in that. Dude, it's like,
Rockstar.
it might be like game of the year, dude. Fucking table tennis. You're not playing it. And it was just like, yeah, it was a ping pong game. Like it was just like I played some of it and it was like, it's fine. But
You
that
know
was like,
why
but because it
I-
was Rockstar, it carries cred. You know
what
it's
I
like, oh,
think
table
actually,
tennis.
and why I love Rockstar?
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar might be my favorite video game developer. I do love the Grand Theft Auto games. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
they are kind of the ultimate, as cliche as that sounds. In a way, they're the ultimate video game. Because Rockstar put out Rockstar Table Tennis, and it
Mhm.
was a highly acclaimed game, and they never did anything like that again.
Yeah.
They just took those types of games and just threw them into Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, now there's
Yeah.
table tennis in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, where they
yeah.
could release multiple video game titles and like expand their catalog. They take all of those titles and condense them in on themselves to just amplify those core titles and
Yeah.
make them better.
Mhm.
And I respect that as a video game company. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Instead of wearing themselves thin, they're constantly layering their products on.
Yeah, and honestly, like Red Dead didn't need to be half the amount of content that it has. They would have gotten away with.
Oh, sure.
They would have gotten away with a third of what they turned in, but they're not about that, you know.
Mhm.
And I do respect that a lot.
Yeah.
I think.
I think they always, just last thing, they
Yeah,
always go
yeah.
above and beyond expectations.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that goes a long way in my book.
Absolutely. I think why I was never really into Rockstar's games was not because of like a lack of quality or anything like that. I think for my personal taste in games, I like a little more fantasy to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I love the Yakuza games because they're a good crime story, but then they layer on the kind of crazy shit, you know, and they get a little out there. And I think I miss that a little bit when it's stuff like Grand Theft Auto. They can get outlandish, but they're still very like in our world. But that's why I liked Red Dead 2. I never played the first Red Dead, but I liked Red Dead 2 because you couldn't do a Western
Yeah.
any more detailed than that.
Rockstar
And I found my
games-
connection with that.
You know, everybody loves them. I think a lot of people would never say they're their favorite games, but could you imagine a world where Rockstar
Damn.
video games didn't exist? No Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
they pretty much pioneered open world games.
Yeah, I
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
want them
yeah.
to branch out and like I know they're obviously gonna do a GTA 6, but like do a Lord of the Rings type shit. You know, like I know they have Skyrim,
Yeah.
but no, I want you to do it.
That's what I would love to see is actually something so far out of their zone with that. But you know, no one in the last however many years who was doing an incredible Western game, you know, and then
Right.
they there's almost no need to make one now. Like after that, it's like they've really like cornered that market. So yeah, you know, I'm sure they'll do GTA or whatever, but it would be cool at some point if they did something totally Yeah, just get the rights to Lord of the Rings or something. Did you guys hear about the there was that what was it? The Shadow of Mordor or whatever has a it had the Nemesis system.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
After so many years, Warner Brothers patented that.
Really?
So I guess they had been trying. I didn't know about this, but until just the other day, there was a news story that
That sucks.
they spent all these years. They couldn't get a patent for it. They finally, through all these legal battles, got it. So they're like, yeah. So now they own that system. But yeah, every response to it was like,
Are
cool.
they going to use it?
So there won't be any other game
Yeah.
that has anything like that.
Yeah.
It's
That
like,
couldn't
oh,
have gone to,
Yeah.
and no offense, love Warner Brothers movies. I don't know. You know, they're not like the first video game company you think
Yeah,
of when
yeah.
you think of video games.
Yeah, definitely.
So you hear like, oh, they own that system. You're like, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Not ever going to see that in a game ever again.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
even
Or
people
game that I
brought
won't
this
play.
up too. But another patent that people brought up was, I think it was Bandai Namco. They patented games you can play during a loading screen. And so
What?
other games, they did that with Katamari. I think was the first to have where you could control
Yeah,
it.
Splatoon had that.
And then other games have had that, and they ended up having to like pay. I think.
Oh, come on.
What the
and
fuck?
now it's like, yeah, no, Bandai Namco owns that, and so they're like,
That's
so
so,
if you
lame.
if you sit there during a loading screen, that's
that I mean,
you know,
Thanks,
thankfully, the loading screen is pretty much a dead thing now.
yeah,
because
that's
games
one.
load so fast, but
Yeah.
that still sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but anyway, the Warner Brothers thing
Wait.
was kind of surprising. I don't know.
Hold on. Every PlayStation 5 game is in violation of the Bandai Namco patent
Uh-oh.
because you can continue playing the game while it loads.
Oh no!
Oh,
Call
I
the
guarantee you
lawyers.
someone's brought that up.
That sucks. You shouldn't be able to patent something so open-ended. Like, hey,
Yeah.
putting anything here, we own that,
I mean,
stifles
couldn't
the-
someone patent playing a game on a TV?
right?
You know what I mean? Like
I
at
did.
that point,
Now give me my money.
Remember
yeah.
that guy tried to patent podcasts?
Yeah, remember that? There was a big patent troll with podcasts.
I
and
invented it.
then wasn't it Adam Carolla was the one that like went
He
in
fought
court?
him.
Like he's like, we're gonna fight this guy in court. And I think they won, right?
Yeah, I think
They
so.
did. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, that patent stuff. That can, patents can be good, but they can come to get
You
you.
know what else about that Nemesis system?
Yeah.
It's like, so is every WB game going to have the Nemesis system in it? 'Cause
Yeah,
they own
that's
it?
what I thought too. Is like, oh, okay, they own it. So is that every game now, or what? You're just gonna sit on it? I had the same
It
thought.
doesn't
Either
work.
you're not going to use it enough or you're going to use it too much.
And we should say for people who maybe don't know what it is, I honestly, just for myself, I want to recap it too. It was you would fight villains, right?
So
and
here's the
and get a
game.
reputation.
There
right?
were generic villains in that game, but then there were bosses basically that were unique that would permadie when you killed them.
yeah.
But if you failed to kill them, they would remember the encounter and
Yeah.
that would affect the next time you encountered them.
Right.
So you could get more EXP, they could get harder, they might remember you or be
Yeah.
harder to attack. So basically it's a system of memory.
Yeah.
Your enemies will remember you if you fail to kill them, and that
Yeah.
will affect future encounters.
Makes them
And
harder.
wasn't it also reputation too? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't beat the boss, and he would also tell the other bosses like,
that
"Oh, you beat him, but you
that was
won't
an
beat
element
me."
of the game, but I think reputation is in a lot of games. Like Red Dead has reputation system.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So I don't know if that specifically is part of the. I mean, that was definitely an
Yeah.
element of the game, but
Yes.
is that particular to the Nemesis system? I think it's more
Yeah.
about like that. Just they remember, but maybe it is.
I know. I just know. I could be wrong. I just know that there were more layers to it, where it was like, oh, this actually affects
and
this.
yeah.
There were ripples from it. You know
It's
what I
been
mean?
a while since I've played those games. I also,
Yeah.
if I remember
Kinda wanna go back to
correctly,
that.
you kind of had like a rogues gallery of who these enemies were. There were like 30
Yeah.
chiefs that you had
Yeah.
to find, and they wouldn't be revealed until you found them.
Yeah.
So it was a system of like discovering their identity and then eliminating them before they have a chance to like identify you and remember you.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I mean, it was really cool.
Yeah, I had fun with that game. Like it wasn't a game I wanted to like 100%, but that was pretty cool. And I remember playing it. The way they would utilize all of what you're talking about is, you'd be in a battle fighting all these orcs, and then the big orc would come in, and it would like get cinematic, and it would stop
Yeah.
and zoom in on him, and he would have some. I remember you. You'll be leaving on my dinner plate. And I remember as soon as I saw that going, well, there's a Mega64 video right
I
there.
want to say,
Just that zoom in and the quote and all that.
I do want to say that these guys got harder if you failed to beat them.
Yeah,
that was, and so I remember you, and that it really was like, fuck, I should take this guy out because if I don't, he's going to be even harder next time. And then if I don't do it, then he's going to be even harder. And thus he is your nemesis.
Yes.
Because every time you try to fight him, he comes back even more.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of more layers
And
to
then,
it.
you'd have to consider like, fuck, it's that fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, yo. You know, you kind of fear them a little bit.
They're ready for you this time. You
It
know, and all
affects
that.
your consideration because you're like, you can't just go in there willy-nilly. If you fail, it's going to make the game harder.
Yeah.
Willy-nilly. I love that
Did
phrase.
anyone play the sequel?
Yeah, I did not. But
Did anyone play
Shadow
Shadow
of
of War? Yeah.
yeah, no.
I did. I think I want to say I got it like for free with something, or I don't know why I have it, but I got it free somewhere, or maybe it was a Black Friday thing or something. It was super cheap. Either way, I got it and played a little bit of it, and I was like, I played a lot of that first one. I think I'm good for
It's
right
the
now.
same
It kind of
more of the
was,
same.
and
Okay.
it wasn't even bad. It was just like I think I would. There's some games that are like that, and it's like I'd rather wait until I miss this kind of game, and then I'll go back. So even right now, like I haven't played it in a while. Maybe I'll play the second
I
one.
even remember with the original game, there was some game mechanic that kind of made it too easy, if I remember correctly. You can unlock some
you could get
ability
really
that-
powerful or something.
Yeah, that probably a third of the way into the game really amped up your character to the point where things became a little tedious.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was,
Okay.
like a tracking ability or something.
Yeah.
But
It's- Go ahead.
having played neither of the two, would it be okay to just play the newest one because it had the best features?
I think so.
It's not like you
Shadow
need,
of War?
Yeah.
I would play Shadow of Mordor because
first
I
one.
think that's a better game from what I've heard. I think generally people enjoyed that one more. Kind of in the same way that Arkham Asylum, people kind of like that more than Arkham City.
Okay.
Well, some people do like Arkham City more because of the city you could explore, but not us. I'm
I feel like these
you're one or the other.
typically in a game series, I think a successful game has a cool mechanic and a really cool story.
Yeah.
And then the sequel comes out, the mechanic is improved upon, but the story is not as good. I find that is typically the cycle of a video game in between the first and second iteration of the series. I feel like you see that a lot in video game series. So, play them both. Decide
It
for
depends
yourself.
on what you like. Yeah, in the Batman thing, if you like exploring for like different stuff to do, that might appeal to you more. But definitely in the story department, that first one was better. I'd like to actually revisit that for a minute.
What
Gee,
games do
maybe
you want to
Warner Brothers,
revisit?
shout out. We might be playing your games this week. What's that?
What games other than that one do you think about revisiting or maybe playing? For me, everybody told me I would love Death Stranding. I never opened it. Everybody told me I'd love The Witcher 3. I never played it. Those are on my list.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe that I would like them so much. I feel like I don't have time to start them because I don't want to, be sucked in for a month
I
or
have
two.
some games like that where it's like, this is going to be a problem. So like, I'm not even going to start it. I'm not even going to I know who I am. And like,
That was
what?
me. Oh, sorry.
no, I mean, I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but I know that they're like, I own them even. Like I bought the game to play it. I'm like, ooh, if I play it though, I'm going to.
Ironically enough, for me, it was Red Dead. Red Dead came out in October. What was it? 2018?
Yeah.
Whatever. I got that in October, played some of it, and went, oh, I'm going to get lost in this thing. I'm going to be playing this a lot. So I saved it for like Christmas break.
Yeah.
And then when we went off for break, that was like, all right, phone is off. I'm playing that. And that was like all day, every day. When we were on break, I was just like lost in that. I dedicated time to like, I'm going to play
There's
this.
even like dumb phone games. Like Jenny plays a game called Homescapes. Like she fucking loves it. But I know if I start playing it, I'm going to be like addicted to it. And it's like not good for me. So like I just won't play this game.
Yeah, I've been really productive. I moved into a new house. I've been trying to set it up and just, be productive. And I feel like I've been purposely not looking for a game.
Yeah, I've kind of been like that
Because
too the last couple. I tried Control, but
Yeah, I'm
otherwise-
afraid of finding something I like because I will get sucked into it.
Yeah.
I either play a game for 5 minutes or 5 hours. There's no in between for me. You know, it's either super casual, like shoot the balls and break the ice, or the most grand RPG, like, okay,
Yeah,
now you're going to
same.
plan out your lineage for the next 10 generations and try to take over this kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Yep.
When I was a kid, it was more like, let's let's play games for like 45 minutes. All right, let's do something else. Let's go back to it.
Yeah.
This, that. And now it's, I can't jump around so much. I have to like just dedicate myself to one activity. So it's like I have 5 minutes or a lot of time. What were you gonna say?
No, when it's a game that I'm really also really invested in. Well, like when Death Stranding came out, I started it the day it came out, and it was like, oh, we're in a whole new Kojima universe. I couldn't just play that little bits every day. It's like, okay, let me wait till that weekend I'm not gonna have anything going on, and then I marathon it. I play for a long time. I end up getting sucked in, so I just commit to it. Like, okay, instead of like playing this a long time and shirking my responsibilities, I'm gonna wait till I know I can dedicate that, day or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, I get sucked in sometimes. But in the case of this last I don't know how long, I've been a little light on playing video games because there's been other stuff going on, obviously, but that Mario game comes out Friday, and I know that Mario 3D World was really good. And
What Mario game
I've
comes
been
out Friday?
it's a remaster and new stuff for the Mario 3D World that was on Wii U that they're bringing it to the Switch.
But there's an
Comes with a
extra
new
little thing,
mode.
right? A
whole
bonus
extra
thing.
mode called,
Yeah.
like Bowser's. Like,
Bowser's Rage or Bowser's Fury or Bowser's Pissed Off or something. But
I'm looking forward to the multiplayer aspects of that. Now
Yeah.
that everyone has these Switches, it's more of a
Yeah.
handheld. Like I could bring that to somewhere and play multiplayer again.
Yeah,
I've
but
done
yeah,
that in forever.
But yeah, that's one of the last like big Wii U games that never made it off of that sinking ship. So I'm like kind of excited to play that. So
Yeah.
I've kind of been laying low on that. So it's like, okay,
I just want fucking E3 to happen. Like I know it's nowhere near. But, like I'm ready. It's like
Jesus.
I want you to announce what's coming up next. What am I excited about? Let me know.
Getting desperate, bro.
I know.
Final
Resident
Fantasy
Evil
I don't
8.
think you
Seven.
I never-
remember the
Part
last
2.
E3 you went to.
Well, I'm not going.
I-
I'm just saying announce.
I
the
never
stuff.
thought Sean would be the one saying, "Is it E3 yet?"
I just
I
want.
never thought
I
that.
want Rockstar to announce what they're doing next, and I
Yeah.
want Nintendo to say, "Okay,
Yeah.
here's Breath of the Wild 2." Like I want these things, and they're not doing it.
But
right
I
now.
think the industry has learned a lesson about announcing things too early.
Sure.
So you don't, where it used to be in the past, well, they announced this thing. Who knows when that's going to come out? I think you're seeing that less and less because they saw Cyberpunk and they saw, all these other games that now it's like, I think honestly, Capcom has been killing it where they have been announcing, new Resident Evil game. All right, out in 6 months. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ahead of time, or whatever. I think they've been doing a good job. That we didn't know anything about Resident Evil Village until not that long ago.
Sure.
Like it was announced, last summer. It was announced within a year of it coming out, and then only now did we just see gameplay, and it's out in a few months. So,
Right.
I think people are playing it close to the chest now.
You know
Especially
what game we
after
never talk
Cyberpunk.
about?
Hmm.
Fortnite.
Yeah, what's the
We're
latest with
adults.
Fortnite?
We're adult. We're over the age of 18.
Yeah,
We
Speak for
play-
I
yourself.
play adult Fortnite.
We
I don't know.
adult
You sound like a
games.
baby right now.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
I
I
tried
mentioned
it.
Fortnite. Wham. The tears start
Have you
falling.
played it? Did you? Because
Yeah.
we talked about
Yeah,
it
we
on this
played
podcast. That
Yeah, I
I
fucking
thought
played it, bro.
Fortnite.
I'll fucking
and
build a mansion around your ass.
Five Nights at Freddy's were
before you
baby
can even
games.
sneeze.
I had fun with Five
I had
Nights at
fun
Freddy's.
playing that game
first.
That was
That's
fun.
fine.
three
I've
three
tried
stories on
both
that
of them
bitch.
now since I made that comment on this podcast, and I stand by it. They're
What?
both fucking baby games.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what?
Garrett.
What games? Don't say Fortnite and don't say Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, don't say those.
Don't say
Go
those. Go ahead.
What other two games are you talking about?
Yeah,
Get
what other
closer,
two games
Kevin.
are you talking
Get
about?
closer on his face.
Clive Barker's 2 games,
Wow.
I'm dead.
and dying.
First
no,
of all, Fortnite.
we don't talk about it. Yeah,
Okay,
we don't play it. Do you play it?
clearly. Fortnite has John Wick, I mean.
John Wick.
Super Bowl?
Inspired by John Woo.
The
Johnny, if
Doves?
you're going to laugh at me, at least know where my inspirations
Yeah,
come from.
Johnny, let me know when Matrix 4 drops.
Yeah,
They got
Matrix
Shelby
4
Woo
drop,
in
yeah.
there too.
Super Bowl's in it.
Thanos was in there for a second. I think Master Chief is in there.
Emperor
Yeah.
No, this ain't
Palpatine.
little kid stuff,
You
bro.
could have Ray from Rise of Skywalker doing that shitty dance.
Yeet, the Yeet dance. is
Yeah,
that
she
what they
goes
call it?
yeet.
You
Make
may
her say
think
yeet.
there's little kids in there, but they talk some big kid words. I'll tell
Yeah.
you
I'll
what.
tell
They say
you
it all.
I
what.
know.
They don't sound like little kids when they're telling you to shut the fuck up
Oh my God.
when you're asking
Nope.
what an orange gun does.
Fortnite is a platform for selling costumes and dance packs
No,
to minors who are using their parents' credit cards.
that's not what you
Yeah.
said when you went to the Travis Scott concert.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
attend.
And you watched Memento in game.
Garrett,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about Fortnite. But
I know you
real, I want your thoughts on a news story that happened this week.
Oh, okay.
Marilyn Manson's getting canceled. Apparently, this guy is a bad dude. What are your thoughts?
He is the god of fuck. Yeah, he's a bad guy. I read the news. I was a little sad to see. Honestly, I was a little sad to see it. I mean, who wouldn't be sad?
Yeah, I think he's right. He's got a
Christian
point.
moms from the 90s are all like, yes.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
it.
that's the thing.
We
You know
told
what,
you.
Garrett? I thought the same thing because like I used to when I was younger, I was like, I like this. I don't know what this is. It scares me a little bit. I like it.
Yeah, edgy shit.
And then
Nothing
I know
Interscope
all the
reference.
Christian moms, and you were like, you shouldn't listen to that. And now it's like, now all these years later, they were right.
See,
No,
I was
'cause you
hoping,
gotta-
I was hoping it was going to be a George Michael situation where, you know, when he died, everyone's like, dude, Marilyn Manson was the nicest guy. He gave me, he paid my student loans. He gave me
He gave me
free
2
car.
ribs.
He gave
I don't
me-
know where they came
you know,
from.
When George Michael passed away, all these stories of him being kind came out.
Yeah.
And you were hoping probably Marilyn Manson would be the
Well,
same.
Marilyn Manson's not dead yet, so that could still happen.
That could still happen.
I came into the
Well,
office
countdown
when that
begins.
when the news broke. I came into the office and I was like, guys, Doug Stanhope cannot make a friend to save his life. First Johnny Depp, now Marilyn Manson's going down. What's this comedian gonna do next? Be friends with Bill Cosby?
Armie Hammer.
Army? Oh no, Army's.
Yeah. I don't follow like celebrity gossip and drama. So I hear the names, you know, Armie Hammer. It's getting something about pictures of him choking himself is all I heard. Don't know the story.
Oh, I heard it was like cannibalism stuff he's into,
Yeah.
which is
That's
something.
a lot more than what I heard.
Which
See,
is, I heard this, and I heard like he had no comment at the time, which was the craziest part of the whole story. Because it's like if you say, "Yeah, Sean, you're a cannibal," I have a comment of what the fuck are you
if
talking
you
about?
said, Rocco, answer me straight. You a cannibal, man? And I just went, no comment.
No comment is like,
I would just
how
think-
do you not have a comment with
okay,
being
so you're
a
eating
cannibal? I have a comment. Yes, I am not a cannibal.
God. Whoa!
I don't want to say one way or the other. No matter what I say, they're going to spin it on me.
Or if I said, define cannibal. Guys.
Yeah,
what-
then it's like, what are we doing?
I
Like,
like,
that's an easy comment for
you
me.
know, I like my level of ignorance.
Sure.
Ditto.
I don't know what Blue Waffle is.
Right.
I don't know what Armie Hammer did. Ate a person or something.
He
I
fantasized
don't
about
know.
it.
I don't know what Marilyn Manson did. Shitty guy. I'm not here to defend
this-
him.
Derek,
I
is
just
this-
don't
I don't
have
know-
the details.
Derek, is this why you announced you were a Shia LaBeouf fanboy 2
Yeah.
weeks ago? Is that-
This got me in trouble because I watched Shia LaBeouf's movie and then
Oh,
everybody's
yeah.
like, fuck you. Shia LaBeouf sucks. And I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fuck, if I knew
watched
that,
the
I
movie.
wouldn't have fucking queued up his movie.
I wanted
I
to bring
didn't
that.
know.
I wanted to bring that kind of thing up when you asked me about the Marilyn Manson thing because I'm a little gray on the fucking rules in 2021, maybe. Because I'm hearing Michael Jackson songs on the radio nonstop still,
Yeah.
and everyone seems like it's kosher. We're copacetic with the King of Pop. But then again, like years ago, we talked about like removing the artist from the art, and it's like, well, can you watch a what's that?
Kevin Spacey.
No, Kevin Spacey movie's another example, but the director, the Nebuchadnezzar guy,
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
watch?
I have to hear about fucking
Woody
Woody,
Allen
Allen every
movies?
day. I'm over
What?
it.
You do?
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, let's go Kevin
new
Spacey.
friends.
No,
Can
no,
you
no,
watch
no, no.
House
It
of
has nothing to do
Cards?
with you. I'm not talking about you.
But here's the thing: like, I'm not taking Marilyn Manson's albums off my iPod because they were. I wasn't listening
Because
to
we have
those
to find
anyway.
our iPod first.
But like, I feel like now it's like, well, the art form is you're not allowed to fucking listen to that anymore, and like you got in trouble for watching a Shia LaBeouf movie.
I
I don't know.
didn't get-
I don't know
watched
if he got in
Shia-
I didn't
trouble
get
for
in
watching
trouble.
it, but it was just
But
funny.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And the only thing I was saying about Woody Allen is, I hear him being brought up every day, and I still have not had like any of his movies in front of me. Like, I haven't heard one relevant thing about him in I don't know how many years. I know he had like some movies back in the day, but I just feel like I hear about him more than the movies, and so he's always been
Well, yeah.
he's always been confusing to me. Where I'm just like, I don't who cares?
Where do you draw the line, dude? I mean, Miramax is like produced the Matrix movies, right?
No, that was Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Well, those are safe then. Matrix 4 is safe still.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question, I guess, if you are posing a question is, what are we supposed to do? This is my take on it. I feel like a little powerless in the situation, and I also feel like it shouldn't be my responsibility to bring those people to justice. I think that they should be brought to justice, right? So if they've done something crazy, like,
Definitely.
put them in jail. Like, I'm not here to say...
And I'm with you. I don't know what they did. I don't think it's any of my business what they did. I'm not reading up on it. I know he's in trouble and it was some bad shit and everyone is fucking piling on, so it must be some real bad shit. But I'm not sitting there, what are the deets? Ooh, can't wait to read.
I don't like revel in that. I see that and I go like, man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
because
that's
what
a bummer.
I
That
think on
sucks.
some level, I feel like, not really my business.
Right.
Like, I don't really want to know about that stuff to begin with. If I find out about it, it's disappointing, but I don't really ever have an urge to seek it out or like find out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I definitely want like justice to be fucking served if,
Yeah.
if it needs to be. That's not
And I don't want
I
to
would-
stand in the way of that, and I don't want to impede that.
not at all. Yeah, but I'm not looking for that as like an entertaining thing to read. I'm like, okay, well, how unfortunate.
But you know, I'm just here to make jokes on a funny podcast.
True that.
Marilyn
But when
Manson.
when it comes to like music and stuff though, I'm you know, it's like I might not want to like support, you know, am I going to the dude's concert? Yeah, maybe not, but
True.
those
that,
songs
yeah.
on my phone, like that's those are mine now. Like fuck you. That's my, you know what I mean? When
I
I hear
even felt weird
a
about
particular song, that's like my memories are attached to that, not this fucker. He's out of the picture. I'm listening to that. You know?
Yeah.
That's what you know, but
Yeah,
I also don't ever blame anyone for being like, yo, turn this fucking.
But
guy off.
I also,
Okay.
yeah, I feel like there are
Definitely.
times where it's like a song comes on, maybe a Michael Jackson song comes on, and I go like,
Yeah.
and I'm not feeling it anymore.
Doesn't
like,
cross
I'm
my
not
mind.
like, you know what?
It changes
Maybe I don't
music.
care anymore.
It
Like,
does.
I'm done with this.
And I think that that is justice to the extent that people can expect it. If you're going to cancel somebody, I feel like that's the best you can hope for.
Their legacy is
That person's
tainted.
reputation is tarnished, and next time you do come across their media, you will think like, well, I don't know if I can enjoy this on that level because this is such a bad person.
that is true, because I guess in the back of my mind, like when I see like a Tom Cruise movie, I'm just like, you're fucking crazy, dude. You're like a wacko Scientologist. I can't get that out of my head ever.
Yeah.
And I said earlier, like, well, when I hear Michael Jackson, I'm just singing along. But then halfway through the song, it does cross my mind, like, oh, this is Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, is this okay? Oh, it's on the radio.
Yeah.
It's on the radio, man. The radio's making money. They're already making the money.
I guess if they're making money, it's okay.
Yeah, just like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which brings us back to the point of this whole episode. As long as there's a lot of money involved, it's okay. The NFL rules,
Yeah.
which is really what we're trying to get at.
Anyways, and Marilyn Manson removed his own penis and threw it into the audience once.
So he threw his
Italy.
rights away.
That
Yeah.
was mistranslation.
In Italy. He did that. So he's been
God.
doing sus stuff
Yeah,
for
he's-
a little while
Hey, that-
now.
To be
Pretty
fair,
sus.
that was a great news story.
That was like-
is when they arrested him for removing his genitals and placing them on and removing them and throwing them into the audience. And he was like, "I wish I had the ability to do that."
I wonder what
Sounds kinda cool.
what actually happened that night.
Yeah.
I want to clarify that I'm not a cannibal. I want
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
to know that
You don't
like,
even
I
have
have a
fantasies?
comment. I have a comment.
Oh yeah, now
Not
let's
a
get into the
cannibal.
Armie Hammer debacle.
I
saw
Do you want to know
pictures-
about it?
They just they were talking about it on like Entertainment Television. Like Armie Hammer is in trouble. Apparently, he sent some risque photos to a person when he was choking himself, and some other things happened too. And then they just moved on.
A bunch of text chains came out with him and some woman, and it was all role play about being very violent in a sexual way, including cannibalizing.
I love that
and-
they brought up just enough on the TV show, the TV
Sure.
news show, just to let me know something was happening.
Yeah.
But none of these details,
You
so
can't
I
say
knew
this on
enough
TV.
not to bring this up in public.
But that's what I mean. It's like just kind of there to like, and then move on. It's like
Well,
when it's
also-
just used as like entertainment, it's like I don't know.
And here's the thing with the Armie Hammer.
Sad.
The leaked text chains don't have any of the woman's conversation with Armie. It's just all of Armie's replies, which are currently the replies to like, and what else would you like me to do to you? And what else? You know, it's like they were having a very weird like role play session, but all of her stuff is blacked out, and they just throw the celebrity like.
She cut out
yo.
all the parts where she's like, Armie, please stop.
Could
I
be.
don't want to get these messages anymore.
I think if you were trying to cancel them, though, you would leave those. Wouldn't
I
you?
don't. You're starting to sound like you're a cannibal. Like you're down with it.
Uh-oh. You a little hungry?
Okay. All right, you freak.
Oh.
You freak.
Don't look at Kevin like that.
Freak,
Uh-oh.
nasty
Oh, Garrett's
freak.
seeing a turkey over there instead of
Don't-
Kevin. It's like
No,
Looney
He's like
Tunes type.
Dude.
steamed hams.
He's like a snake seeing a mouse's ass.
Oh, not good.
Do we have any
J-Lo,
Matrix
last
4?
Super Bowl.
No, that didn't happen, Johnny.
Did Daft Punk come out?
Daft
I
Punk,
didn't
is
hear
Daft Punk with the
anything.
weekend?
You guys said Matrix 4 stuff. I never heard there was going to be a trailer today. So that was a rumor. Well, Johnny, then maybe say that next time.
Can I?
Huh? Is that okay?
Can I just voice
Maybe.
a controversial opinion? And
Yeah.
I know Rocco's going to agree with me.
Mhm.
Bill and Ted was so bad. Keanu is going to ruin Matrix 4.
No, Derek, I've already said he was already in this Zen place when he did the Matrix sequels. He can't do Bill and Ted anymore, sure, but he is the one. Like that will not be.
So that's the
He's
acting
unfaltered.
you
He's
want from
already
him.
yeah. Derek, you're talking about
I think,
the guy.
I
you're
think
ta-
John Wick got kicked in the head too
You're-
many times.
Derek, you're talking about the guy who lost his eyes, put a bandana on, and could see the world as its energy.
I know.
He's gonna play. He's probably won an Oscar.
You know,
You wanna-
I tried to get your goat, but you were just too positive. Well played,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Well played.
You're not getting
Keanu. I am not going to talk shit on Keanu Reeves, despite his performance in Bill and
Did
Ted
you see any
Face
of
the Music? He's wonderful.
his performance in Cyberpunk is not the best either.
We nailed
Listen,
our video is so good.
I've been
You
playing
guys-
it, and I'm getting deeper and deeper into it, and I didn't want to believe because I saw a lot of this out the gate. Like his acting is so flat in Cyberpunk. Like this, Kojima knows how to use a celebrity. Like these guys don't know what they're doing, putting Keanu in the game. And I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. Like I like when he shows up. He looks cool. He looks like Keanu. But now I'm getting deeper into story mode stuff, and it's like, yeah, his line delivery is just not.
You need to get the virus from the Codemaster.
It's not even that because he's trying to play this like anarchist punker, and he's like just old. He's run down Johnny Silverhand.
You guys are trying to break me down, and I'm not doing it. So guess what? He's still the one. I don't know how he's going to be in this new one. I think it was Lawrence Fishburne's wife was in the Matrix sequels. She was
Trinity.
no, she was the wife of Link, or no, her wife's friend. It doesn't matter. She was just a kind of a B character.
She was at the rave.
She was at Zion. And it's so funny. There was an interview with her. They were like, yeah, so Lawrence Fishburne isn't in this new Matrix. She's like, nope. They were like, well, you were in. Are you in it? She's like, no. She's like, does anyone want to tell me how all these dead motherfuckers are in this movie, but none of the people who survived it are in it? Like, seriously, all of them lived. It's Neo and Trinity and whoever who died, and they're all in this new one. And she's just like, what's going on
it's
here?
the afterlife. Figured it out. Don't watch the movie. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I don't think we're getting a trailer for that before we get a teaser trailer for the trailer. Like
Yeah.
that is we're
Yeah.
gonna get a little like sneak peek trailer
Yeah.
for the trailer like
Yeah.
on this
Next
day.
Thursday, the trailer drops.
I don't think they're going to do a trailer because then you would see how bad it looks.
No.
Yeah, you see it's
no.
flat acting.
They would just
I
say
honestly
it's out
think
now. Watch
straight
it.
to
And I
HBO
might get
Go.
laughed at, but I think it's too big for the Super Bowl. I honestly just think, okay, show your little Marvel thing here, but they're not going to show the Matrix 4. Please, that's its own time slot.
Do you think Neo could beat Captain America in a
Oh.
fight? Because I don't.
Please.
'Cause I don't.
Jesus, come on.
How does Neo
me a
stop
real
that
question.
shield?
How does Neo stop the shield? He doesn't need to.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He just takes it to the face.
It's vibranium.
He ain't winning a
He
fight.
just goes like that, and the shield won't even get thrown.
But it's vibranium. He can't
Okay.
stop that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Captain
and
America.
bullets hurt too.
You think
and they,
Neo's
guess
gonna
what?
stop Captain America by putting a hand in his face?
Yeah, he just
Oh,
stops
sorry,
it.
Captain America.
Oh, you threw your
Not
shield?
today, Captain.
Yeah.
Uh,
He rewrites the code as he sees fit.
Dude.
So he could just go, whoosh. Oh, you don't even have a shield
Captain
anymore.
America would take that hand and clench it in his perfect ass cheeks.
Give me a
break
break.
every bone in Neo's hand.
Oh, give me a break. Neo wouldn't even have an ass. Neo could rewrite it with his own mind. You go, yeah, turn around. There's not even a crack.
Neo and Morpheus versus Captain America and Doctor Strange. Who would win?
Morpheus would be dead in 2 seconds. Because he would have a gun and a sword or what. He's not the one. So he
No.
would be like, brr, 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 and Doctor Strange would pull out like 8 arms and open a portal. And he'd
You'd
be
use the
gone.
Eye of
And
Agamemnon.
So
Morpheus
Doctor
would wake up
Strange-
in like Central Park somewhere.
So Marvel wins.
Yeah.
Marvel wins.
No, Neo would take them both. Neo would look at them both and go,
What?
Derek, you don't get it. He's the one.
Neo
He is the one.
Neo couldn't take on Doctor Strange one-on-one. He probably couldn't take on Captain America one-on-one. But put them together, he stands no
he would
chance.
He would take them both on, no problem.
All on the one.
He has, and even since the third Matrix, he's got a relationship with the Machine City too. So in the construct of the he would just be like, yo, machines, give me all your power.
All right, hold on.
You're gone.
All right. Avengers are lame anyways.
Exactly.
All of the X-Men versus Neo.
Ooh. Alpha Team and Bravo Team.
Yeah.
Neo can rewrite the fabric.
All right,
Sean, are you with
fanboy,
us? Sean?
fanboy. Sean.
Sean.
Rocco
Sean.
is saying that Neo could take on Wolverine.
There's no need to be rude on the
Cyclops,
podcast, okay?
Storm, Psylocke, Gambit, Professor X, and fuck
Yeah.
it, Magneto, Sabretooth, and all the bad guys too.
Yep.
Yeah, we got
Neo
Gambit,
could take them all
Rogue,
on.
Archangel.
Yeah.
Fucking
Neo would see them for the fucking little bits of code they are, and he would just.
Sean, do you realize
mutants,
how
dude.
ridiculous this is?
That's it.
Neo couldn't even beat the architect.
Yeah,
There was a-
oh, come on.
There's a New Mutants character that's like computer code.
Old
Maybe he
man
would
with a
get in and
TV
infect
beat
Derek.
Neo.
Derek, the architect literally tells him, I know what door you're going to walk through.
Yeah, exactly.
And Neo goes to the other one and he goes, what? This hasn't happened before. The
Wow.
creator, the
Wow.
architect program of the Matrix.
Rocco.
He was stumped. He was like, what the fuck?
You
did just
remember
do?
when Sean said when your relative took you fishing, maybe he was just pretending to be me? Neo, I know what door you're going to go through. Oh, Neo, you picked the one I didn't think.
Yeah.
How'd you do it, Neo?
Yeah.
He's playing him.
He's that
You're-
good.
You're a really strong guy, Neo.
Yeah.
You got me.
And I was like the Neo of fishing when I went with my grandpa. I just got fish.
Sean, who do you think would beat Neo?
Yeah, Sean, you were gone last
There's
week.
gotta
You
be
want to
somebody.
contribute or what?
Is there a baseball player that could beat Neo?
Yeah, someone's got to do
Yeah.
it.
Could Ken Caminiti beat Neo?
Manny Pacquiao?
Barry Bonds.
Nope.
Who's the
Bip
oh,
Roberts?
Bip Rob. I knew it.
I know the name
Knew
of
it.
3 Padres
It's
players.
always Bip Roberts with you.
I always want to say
McGuire.
too. I always want to say the name Artie Ojeda.
That's a newscaster.
Yeah, it's a
on Channel
newscaster.
7.
It's a newscaster.
Artie.
Yeah, only person who could beat Neo is Dagmar Midcap. That's the one.
The weather
The-
woman.
The only one. The weather woman.
Oh,
from San
Dagmar.
Diego.
Oh, that does remind me though when we were talking about the Mordor game or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I did love one of my favorite bits in a video. I always forget about it, but I love that in the Shadow of Mordor video that we did.
Yeah.
Sean in the orc makeup looks so good in that video. If you've never seen that video, underrated one, go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and watch it. The Shadow of Mordor video. Garrett did an incredible job.
The
with
makeup he did on
The
that was
makeup
incredible.
is unbelievable in it. But Sean is an orc, and his name is Dagmar the Promise Breaker. And that name is on the screen, the Promise Breaker. And Sean goes, "You come over here. I won't hurt you." I don't know why. The combination of being called the Promise Breaker and you saying that, it cracks me
He
up
said
every
he
time.
wouldn't hurt me.
I
And
promise you could come over here. I won't
And
hurt
the
you.
fact that my name is Dagmar is because of that weather lady.
Yeah.
Which no one would get.
Yeah.
What's your
But-
name? Bagrot?
I think it's Bagrot the Cheek Nibbler. Because it was always something, a dumb
Yeah.
name, the something.
Those were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Dagmar
characters.
Midcap. Now we're going to talk real local.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I'm going to talk shit on a local weather lady who I hate. named Dagmar Midcap.
Oh, you
10 is
hate
a
her?
liar.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her?
I'll tell you what's wrong with Dagmar Midcap.
She gets the weather wrong.
Dagmar Midcap is on the news talking to San Diego, everybody in San Diego, like they're fucking idiots.
Oh,
She has this tone about her like you've never experienced rain before. And every time she does a newscast, she struggles to put it in terms that your imbecilic mind could comprehend. Every newscast, Dagmar, oh, look at the weather. How am I going to say? Well, what's going to happen is, okay, dark clouds are going to come in this Saturday. So if you're having a picnic and you see the clouds coming in, that means run. You're going to have to run because you know what's going to happen? It's going to start raining on you. Yes. And it's like, yeah, Dagmar, I know what happens when it rains. You just tell me. She just overly explains everything, and she's the darling of the news channel. So they keep giving her more and more segments where they just have her overly explain stuff.
yeah.
That's it. I mean,
But to be fair, Derek, to be fair,
uh-huh.
now I'm not pro or anti Dagmar, so I don't, but to be fair, I've seen San Diegans in the rain, and they do act like they've never seen it before. So maybe she knows her audience. I don't know. I'm not.
He
here
doesn't want to be
defend her,
talked down to.
But I mean, you've seen people cancel entire things because it was drizzling. So you never know. Maybe she encounters that, so that's what she. knows to
I
do.
think everybody needs to have one local celebrity that they just hate. It's healthy. Everybody should have one totally local person on TV that you can't stand.
Mine
I
was
think that's
Rod
healthy.
Luck.
I know
my-
Sean has Sandy Mossy.
Sandy
and
Mossy.
I have Dagmar
I hate
Midcap.
Mine was the
Mossy.
weather guy on Channel 9 here.
Yeah.
KUSI. It was John Coleman. Was that his name? The KUSI would do the weather. That guy was like,
Fuck you.
oh, fuck. Get the fuck out of here. It was like this 120-year-old wizard
Dang.
who, I think he invented the Weather Channel or he founded it or something. But they kept having him do the weather, and he's gone now.
Yeah,
Like,
between
he's
me and
vanquished.
Rocco, we really hate the weather people here in San Diego.
Mine was a newscaster too, though. I hated Rod Luck.
Yeah, Rod
He's
Luck.
like an old dude
Is he
who would
still on?
inappropriately he's like old type of dude who'd like
Is he on
throw his arm
KUSI?
around you while he interviewed you.
Yeah.
What?
Is he on KUSI?
He was, yes, back in the
Okay.
day.
I don't know.
think I know
Yeah,
who you're talking
He's
about.
gone now. He's so old.
but that's so funny you literally say that because I remember doing community theater and the news came to cover it, and literally a bunch of people in the I had never done a show with this community theater before, but other people had, and they all went, "Oh God, it's that guy." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "That guy's always like sweaty and it was that he's like he's always putting his arm around." Oh God, it was like, "Oh, that's really a thing." So that's funny that you mentioned
Rod
that.
Luck was just like a big
Sean's been
sweaty
trying to-
load.
Get in this conversation for 15 minutes.
You didn't like Sandy Mossy?
No, but she's off the airwaves. I was just gonna say real quick that it's funny how the weather person used to be a very important job, and now it's an app, and who cares? Like, why do they even have that job anymore? Like everyone knows the weather at all times for the next 10 days at any moment's notice.
Legitimately, I think that is why Dagmar Midcap talks the way she does.
Yeah.
I think she tries to make her job sound more important than it is.
Yeah, maybe.
Or her audience is just down to those imbeciles.
She's always explaining
They
like
can't use
high
the phone.
pressure and low pressure. You know, high pressure is going to be good weather. Low pressure is going to be lousy weather. You know.
She's a meteorologist.
All I know is I
Yeah.
think, and maybe I have this wrong, but I feel like it was like a year. It was when a lot of the stay-at-home stuff was starting, like early last year. But she was on, and then there's like she had a weather segment, and I want to say I don't know if I have the wrong person, but she had to stop in the middle of it because there was like an animal fight. Like at her house, she was like, "Okay, so the weather this week stop. Don't,
Dude.
Sorry, I have chickens.
Yeah.
Don't."
Dagmar
Right? Wasn't that
Midcap,
her?
when they would do the news from home,
Yeah.
she would broadcast it from her kitchen and every day would make a point to show off her roosters.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, and
okay.
she's like,
It
"Oh,
wa-
my
okay.
roosters are here. Here's Chi Chi and Mimi. Do you want to say hello? And we're going to talk about the weather in a second after we."
annoying.
Yeah, and then one time the roosters got into a fight, and then I don't think she had them on anymore.
They
There
died.
was only one.
Sorry, I
after that.
mean,
No, but I remember there was one where she stopped because it was like, "Oh my God, no, stop!" Sorry, the dog and the chickens are. Don't. It's going to be a marine layer. Don't. And it was like, can they just cut to another? Can another person read the app on their phone or something? I don't know. Anyway.
Sorry. I'm sure Dagmar's watching and
Yeah.
just
Crying.
rolling
She's
right now.
crying
She
with
probably
her
is.
holding her chickens, crying.
Dagmar, you're not so bad. Just give me the straight dope.
Got a
One
cool
day,
name.
she's like, hey,
Give me the straight poop.
it's going to rain tomorrow. It's going to be real shitty. Bring an umbrella. Back to you, Marty
Yeah.
Ojeda.
And you could say shit. Like, just because they tell you don't.
I would
Just say it.
kill. I would fucking love for a newscaster to say shit.
Right? They're saying it on cable channels now.
Yeah.
Just drop it all the way down. Just say it. Yo, tomorrow's weather is some dark shit.
Anyways,
Like, that's it.
this podcast has gone on for way too long.
Yeah, we're way over.
I was honestly I'm getting concerned.
I know.
I don't want to be the person that say we shouldn't the podcast anymore. So because I don't edit, I don't give a fuck. Truly, sorry, Johnny. But like, but no, it's like I gotta make this character, and I have to leave soon, and I don't know
Oh,
if we're
yeah,
gonna
we
have
gotta
time.
roll.
So
Well,
I mean,
speak up.
it's we're like,
You gotta roll your character, brah.
Well, let's make it right now.
okay. Well, let's end the podcast then, and just stick to the after show. And
Hey. What's that?
What's up? What's that?
oh yeah,
Yeah?
that's on sale. Did
What
we
is
not
it?
say
I
that?
don't know.
Didn't I bring that up?
Oh,
I
fuck.
never brought that up?
No.
Dude, this week can fuck off. This whole week. Hey, really, to bring it back, tie it back to the beginning.
Uh-oh.
They said I was talking about emails. I found out like half the emails that were important that I needed to send this week didn't work. Like my email was messed up or something, so nobody got anything. And now this happened.
That was your fault.
No,
one.
that's not mine. Johnny could have emailed me, and he didn't email me once. I'm over it, dude.
You could buy it.
We have a 64-hour special. We have the comedy shirt is a 64-hour special you can get at shop.mega64.com. We offered this before. We had some leftover stock, so it's first come, first serve, or 64 hours, whatever comes first. But if you wanted to get that, you got to celebrate comedy. You have a chance to get yours now. So go ahead, shop.mega64.com.
When when comedy clubs open up, you're gonna want to let them know that you're in the know.
What you're into.
You're a fan.
Yeah.
Wear that to a show.
Go
Garrett
down
was
to
talking about
Stitches.
Doug Stanhope. Wear that to a Doug Stanhope
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Go down to Bisbee, see Doug, and wear that shirt. Go into Laughs a lot and Ha-Ha's when they reopen. Sir Chuckle Hut,
Fuck yeah. All right.
Comedy and Magic Club. All
Now
right.
we're gonna end this show. Stick around for the after show. We're gonna do a D&D character.
Did you email me or not?
Yep.